Welcome to Hive Scum. Here we are at Nemo.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Oh, I know. I messed up.
Hi, I'm Eric Weir.
Yeah. No, they're here. They're the weird.
Why-
The wires
so
came out.
Yes, us
I'm
wires
Eric
have
Wire.
British accents
Oh
now.
my God. Anyways, here. Welcome
we're
to
at
Hive
we're at
Scum.
Adepticon,
Oh,
folks.
dude, you just peeked the fucking hell out of this mic. Now everybody's ears are bleeding, Phil.
If I don't yell, you can't hear me.
No, we can hear
That's
you
not
just
true.
fine.
Just talk closer to the mic.
Yeah,
no
just
way that
talk
can be true.
normally. Anyways, welcome to Hive Scum. We're actually at Adepticon. Sorry, the Nemo episode was last episode, so if you haven't checked that out, I mean, start here, but then do that afterwards.
Eric is actually here, and I am him.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to listen to the episodes in reverse order. The most recent one first, and then go back.
Go back to what?
Don't do that.
The first ep?
Yeah,
Start here and go back?
that's correct.
I mean, that
Why?
makes sense. Well, it's not. I mean, I guess.
What's your theory there?
There's no theory.
No theory.
I'm on board.
I don't like
Yeah, I'm on board.
Dellon is on board right now. We have Dellon in the mix.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the
Dellon.
pod.
White
Dellon.
Tiger Crab.
Can we get?
White
Can we
Tiger
get it?
Tablecraft, bro.
Terry doesn't
White
know
Tiger-
my
I
user
do
handle.
that every
White Tiger
time.
White
table
Tiger
crap.
tablecloth.
Tiger
White
Why are you
Tiger
looking at me and
table
saying
crab.
it
I'm
like
just,
you're
I have to look
scolding
at
me?
someone.
White Tiger Tablecraft.
White
Doesn't that
Tiger
sound
table
nice?
crab.
Okay.
Okay.
Hive
Who
Scum's
are we?
here.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Terry. I'm Stone Jaw on Instagram.
I'm Phil.
I'm Dellon.
Yeah.
Dellon, friend of the pod.
Friend
Dellon,
of the pod.
friend of the pod, is
Where can they
actually
find
my
you?
Instagram handle.
Oh, okay.
No, mine.
You should change it right now.
It's White Tiger Tablecraft. I just changed it to White Tiger Tablecraft.
Oh, you changed it back. White
wait.
Tiger
You're
table
very
crab.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm quick with them hands.
I'm Steve at South of Heaven.
I'm Gage at White Tiger Tablecraft.
Oh my goodness, everybody's so confused.
I'm also White Tiger table.
Yeah,
I'm at Denim J Job.
dude, follow our friend Greg though. Follow between the Bolter and me. Honestly, like,
Just follow all
all
our
right.
friends.
So I feel like we should start off by saying that the Wires are the best people on the face of the earth. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
off of the Nemo episode and doing it live and only really getting like now this is the first time we're really talking about the after recording of Nemo. We were doing it live.
yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about Nemo
Yeah.
and what it.
Not that
anything.
people who are tuning in for an Adepticon
I think-
episode want to
I
hear about
think-
Nemo.
The next episode, we could kind of just do a wrap up of
Oh, that's
the
true.
very busy month of
Well,
March.
because we
Yeah.
still have
'Cause,
Dungeon
you know-
Siege.
Yeah, we have
how long
another.
do you, how
Oh,
long
yeah,
do you
yeah.
want to have a discussion about Nemo while Dellon sits here silently?
That's true,
Yeah.
but
all right.
talk
man,
a little
I'm-
bit closer to the mic.
I'm
He's
just
chilling.
I'm just down to clown. I'm here to
What do you-
party.
what do you
No,
want from
no, but
me?
it's true. We'll do like a little wrap up episode. You guys are getting a behind the scenes look at how the planning for this podcast goes, which is really just when we're doing the podcast, we
Yeah.
plan for the next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Wires are great. But we'll talk about then we'll save all of our praise for the Wires then for next episode.
They do seem
Next
like great
episode's
dudes.
Dungeon,
They're
Dungeon
fantastic.
Siege.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and are we going to do it live at Dungeon Siege?
Please not.
We should.
We should
That's a
not.
lot.
Shut up. Stop.
No, stop.
We'll figure it
That's
out.
one event for us to
And
kind of rest
Let's
at.
all right. Let's
Any
do. Let's
case.
let's record a podcast.
Yeah, we'll
instead of
record a podcast.
Plan the next one.
But Dellon, if you want to turn that microphone, if it's easier, I feel like you're like leaning
yeah.
towards into it. It might be just easier to just talk.
Sorry, I'm new.
No,
all right.
hey.
So Dellon is an artist and
Yeah.
he's a game designer.
yes.
Hold on. We need to go back for a second.
Yeah, let's take
because
it way
this
back.
is one of my favorite stories.
Take it way back.
This is one of my favorite stories. So after starting in Rust, all the homies, all the freaks start joining. I'm posting about my local store, Portal,
Yeah.
and how much I hated them, to be honest. Dellon starts talking about Portal as well in the time machine. And I said, no way, you're a Connecticut guy. And he says, I grew up around then. And I'm like, wait, when? It's like a year off from when I'm there. Somehow we just never knew each other the entire time of going to the store at the same time.
I feel like there's a very good chance that we were like at the Manchester skate park at the same
Yes,
time.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
much greater than zero chance.
Yeah, I was probably cool guying you.
a BMXer or were you a skater?
I was definitely cool guying you, Gage.
You were
Nice.
rollerblading.
Probably.
I was
yeah,
a-
you were rollerblading.
I was
just-
rollerblading. I was a
Just
skater,
judging
but I
you.
had
He was
like
on
a
a razor
9-inch
scooter.
wide creature board, and I'm only like 5'6", so I was like really struggling.
That rocks.
Dude, we were talking today about how. Oh no, that was with Jay the Third.
Jay the Third rocks.
An
dude.
amazing
Shout
person.
out friend of the pod, Jay the Third.
Who's
Jay
the Third?
3?
Did I meet Jay the
yes,
Third?
you did.
Yeah, he's
Everyone met
he's,
him.
He's a wild card. The wild card.
He's the guy that looks
Oh,
like.
got you. Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Real
he's
Bill
amazing.
energy.
Yep. Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah, so he
We shouldn't bring him on mic, just for the record.
talk about somebody who would peak the mic but he would bring a real good energy to it. That's for sure.
Friend of the pod for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he was talking today. He was like, I feel like a lot of people who skated and BMX when they were kids then got into like hardcore and punk, but then like a lot of us then got into minis from that. Like it kind of went like a connect the dots sort of pattern.
Real
that led to
DIY.
here.
Circle of life.
Yeah.
Were
seriously.
you a mini guy
Yeah, that's
before
definitely
you
the-
were a skater?
I was.
Huh?
Technically. So
I'm in the same boat. So
yeah,
it's-
I got dragged to like a train day, and they had the Catachan box set for sale. Like it just
Hard
came out,
fucking.
and
Sylvester
I saved up all
Stallone
my
models.
my paper route money to grab it. So that was like my intro to the hobby. But so I was riding my bike to do that.
Yeah, you're
hopping
a
off curbs.
BM, yeah, BMX.
So it wasn't like I was a pro at that point or anything. But
Like you are now.
no, definitely
You still
not
have
now.
those models.
I still have them.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen them. They're
Yeah. I love
painted
that.
green.
They still have chestnut ink for all of the shadowing on their very sick pecs.
I mean, that's what. Evan uses nut brown, which we can talk to him. I don't know if he still does, but I remember Johnny
That was a
last
big
year
one.
was like, "Oh, it's what Evan. You taught me about like the nut brown Winsor and Newton ink," and I tried to use it. It was very shiny.
I had a bad experience.
Anyway, so Dellon's here. We're back to him. So you were talking
We were
about
just paying
Portal,
the Evan tax.
and so you guys played at the same game shop then.
Same game shop. Well, it technically wasn't Portal then.
Well, and the other thing too is like I was not into minis and really didn't like. I don't even think at the time I was going in there I had like a strong understanding of what was going on. I was really going in there buying like Magic cards, Pokemon cards, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Were you playing Standard at the time? Or were you just buying cards?
I was probably playing Standard.
Dude, we probably were at a Friday Night Magic together.
Yeah.
Weird.
Did you beat me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I could tell.
Come on.
Yeah.
So now, what are you doing at Adepticon, Dell? He's just a Dellon. You just came out and
You can call
just
me
for
Dell.
fun? Oh,
You can call me
Dell.
Dell. Yeah.
on the
Sweet
pod,
Dell
I can
baby.
call you Dell?
Yeah.
Very casual like
Only
that?
the people
Okay.
in this room.
I got
Let's
a little
go.
show respect. I'm a
Well-
little nervous about this interview. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah,
The
yeah.
interview with a big deal here.
Well, you should be. No, I'm kidding.
a big Dell.
A big Dell.
Ooh.
So, of course, like Adepticon last year, I hadn't even met you guys yet, but we had
Yeah.
already connected on Instagram or the Discord
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, shortly.
But I just like seeing everybody's Instagram posts, and I'm like, man, I just want to be there. Like, I want to be around people who do the same thing I do, and I think where I live, that's few and far between,
Yeah.
But then Kai and I started writing this game called Void Horizon, which was not really ready to be debuted this weekend at all.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. But we still emailed Adepticon and was like, hey, we want to just come play our game,
Hey, man, why not?
And so it was funny because when people were coming by and just like, how do we find the rules? How do we do this? How do we do that? We're like, we did not think we'd get this far.
Yeah. No, I mean, and like, I feel like so much of it is just like, why not show up? Why not just set
Yeah.
up a table? Why not try stuff out? Because you'll learn a lot more through people play testing your game, people coming out and like, yeah, hey, you can get a demo and you can learn a little bit about it. But like the players will learn a little bit about it, but you will learn more about like, okay, what do I have to fix about this game? How can I work out little like bugs and stuff?
Totally. One thing that Kai and I were like sharing our frustrations about is that like people were almost too kind.
Yeah, it's great.
and
I know it. No notes.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, thank you.
Perfect game.
One that feels
See,
like a
that's-
lie.
That's why I'm upset that I didn't get to demo it, because I would tell you everything I thought about it.
yeah, tell us how bad it is.
The only thing I can tell you, though, is that the miniatures that you guys had for it were the main reason I wanted to demo it. You and you had models. Kai had models.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason had very sick models. He
The sickest.
sculpted a giant tardigrade with like a kind of like a howdah on the back, as you would call it.
Yeah.
Like a
That's
big thing.
actually a knuckle bones print. the thing
Oh,
that
it
was on
is.
the back.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
thought
really?
it was sculpted.
The dog.
Yeah.
Not to
seriously,
take credit
the
from
guy.
him, he's still
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
genius visionary behind it. Jason is my best friend, and is just
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately
Hell yeah.
really good at everything, like frustratingly
Yeah.
good at everything. Could not give a shit about games.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a problem.
Has still never played a game. No, I think it's not a problem. I almost
Well, he
respect
likes
it 'cause
the-
it's like kind of unhinged because
But
he's
he's-
like, I want to go to Adepticon and hang. I
Yes.
don't want to play anything, but I want to be there.
But
Totally.
he,
Like, cool.
I feel that.
He hobbies though.
Yeah, he hobbies
Yeah, there you go.
among the best. yeah.
You think
That's-
you want to go to White Castle with us later?
Yeah, I could be talked
Oh,
into
yeah.
it. but-
Yeah. Do you? I think that's probably most people are either one or the other, a gamer or a hobbyist. Here, at least, that's what I think.
Yeah, I can't describe it really well, but he's almost not even a hobbyist. Like, I don't think he actually cares that much about the hobby, but
Yeah.
not in a
Dismissive way.
not in a dismissive way. He's just like,
There's
yeah,
no
I'll make
Just a
emotional
chiller.
investment.
yeah, I'll make an army for your game. Yeah, you're my friend. I'll make an army for your game, and I'm
That's
just
so
like,
He was
what?
vibing
What?
bits bashing last night.
Oh,
just like
dude.
rolled in, and I was the only one that was awake enough to just be introducing to everyone, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just sitting down, just like
He's just
"Oh, it's on."
smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, stoked.
So
He's a good
who-
dude, yeah.
Who was developing the game? Just you or?
No. Me and Kai.
You and Kai,
Who's
okay.
at Captain Katie on Instagram.
Whose
Yes,
whose
yes.
idea was it?
Womp womp.
Both, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Who
Who
mutual.
puts in
like,
more work?
Oh, here we go.
Kai.
Let's start some beef.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
He's literally probably doing like Void Horizon FAQs right now while I'm doing this. So
Yeah.
Kai is very nice.
Yeah, he's very nice.
he's
guy.
a really good dude. So he comes from a much more competitive gaming background in games that I think are like outside of our wheelhouse. Just painting in broad strokes, of course, but
Yeah?
like
Yeah.
you know,
Like what?
competitive X-wing, competitive Legion, which
Oh,
are like
wow.
games
Okay.
that are cool. I'm down for, but like something I have no experience with,
Right,
totally
right.
outside of my paradigm.
Yeah.
And then I'm like playing this like esoteric stuff that is written on like, you know, a folded in half piece of paper, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So coming together and like combining the things that we think are cool in games has been like really interesting.
I mean, that's not a bad type of person to have.
No, not at all.
You
Yeah.
know,
with
mechanics
some
are
drive.
pretty important. You
Yeah.
know? And people like that are competitive. Those are the people that are breaking down how a game works. Not just how it works, but why it's fun. They're good at articulating why they like them too.
Yeah, totally. He is like, you know, never lacking an explanation for for a decision that he is made or an
Yeah,
opinion that he
it,
has.
it
yeah.
never feels arbitrary.
No, never. No, his focus. Like, we even joked when we first started writing the game. It was just like, man, what if we play this at Adepticon someday? Just like being goofy about it, you know. But
And now you're
I
here.
actually,
Now we're here.
I was really wondering how, like, where's the following coming from as far as like the steam behind the game? Because I saw so many people coming out and like playtesting out there, and for me to playtest a game in a room like that, like, no way. Like, I couldn't do it with all of that going
I was
on around
floored,
me.
yeah.
Like, so where did the traction come from with getting so many people over to the table and like advertising and stuff like that? Like, I knew you were posting on Instagram, but like, were you posting elsewhere? Like, was there an event for it on the Adepticon site for people to sign up? Like,
Yeah, there was no sign up, but there was like an event on the Adepticon site. It's hard for me to know because like so much of my hobby does exist on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like that's sort of the space for my hobby. So
Yeah.
So before we go any further, you want to give a quick like elevator pitch for
Sure,
Void
yeah,
Horizon
yeah,
for the
yeah.
listeners?
Give people an idea.
yeah. So it's a miniature agnostic sci-fi skirmish game, kind of masquerading as a mass battle game, and it's all in 15 millimeter. You could
Yeah.
go smaller. You could go 10 or 6.
Yeah.
But
half
we-
scale.
It's half scale, yeah. So the reason why we say it's like masquerading as a mass battle game is mostly the visual aesthetics of it. It looks like these huge armies on the table.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
only everything's multi-based, so you're only commanding a few units, 5 min to 15 max,
Yeah.
and everything has actions very similar to how they would in a skirmish game. So each unit has 2 actions it can perform per activation, from a list of actions, and then it's alternating activation. So I activate a unit, move, shoot, whatever, and then you go and you activate a unit, and we go back and forth like that.
That's
It's
the
very
best way to do
skirmishy
it,
to me.
yeah.
The people
Yeah.
love alternating activations.
No one wants to sit and wait for their turn.
I love to wait.
No, you don't.
But yeah, so to answer your other question though, like for me, like it was super cool to see like Wolflich, he built an army and I was just like floored. Like this dude in Singapore is building an army for this game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like a bunch of other people that I didn't really even know. Like
Neat. In the other room, Tony Block on the
On Discord,
on the
yeah.
Discord, he
Right.
had a
Oh,
giant bag
pod.
of minis
no way.
that he was just like, he brought it here to give to everyone, and I picked it up and I was like, oh, these are awesome. Like, what are they? Oh, those are 15 millimeter. I was gonna build them for Void Horizon.
No
but
way.
then
I didn't even talk to
don't. Good dude. Nate rocks. Yeah, he
Yeah.
brought in a bunch of stuff, donated a bunch of stuff to the homies from the Discord. But
Yeah,
So good.
seriously.
yeah, he was planning to play your game
I love
just
that.
based on everyone else being hyped about it. He just doesn't have time with all the other stuff he does.
Yeah, I'm tickled. And the other thing that helped too is like people getting on board. Like Knucklebones is just like, I'm gonna make models for your game. I'm like,
Yeah.
that'd be incredible,
And they look awesome.
They look so good. And
Oh, yeah.
Apocrypha Now, he made models I think inspired by our game. I don't want to claim them as like they're for our game, but I think they were like, hey, I want to make some small scale models.
I'll
for
make
this
that
game.
claim on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phil said it, not me.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to pretend or make it seem like we have like exclusive rights to these models.
No,
or
no,
whatever, But
totally.
they were just like, which I almost prefer because it's like I would rather have this more community involvement. Where like,
Yeah.
hey, these
Model
models
agnostic.
from Knucklebones, you can use them for anything. You
That
can use
snowball
them for
effect is
Void
also very sick to see,
I
and
love
even
it.
from the sidelines, like getting invited to the Bogrot Studios Discord, and then, which by the way, Terry, you failed the vibe check.
What do you mean?
You just did not understand the prompt.
What do you mean?
When you joined the Discord, you were supposed to post like a cool GIF or like a picture,
Oh, and I just didn't.
and you just never did.
Did I do that?
You still have a chance. I
Yeah.
think you did.
Yeah, you did.
All right,
Oh, I
good.
gotta go.
Yeah.
on.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna post
just
it.
from the outside, seeing that and then seeing that Discord pop off, and then like rules are being slowly leaked, like through you guys, and like everything, it's cool to see. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Well, if you guys want to see what GIF I post, head over to the Bogrot Discord, right? It's still, I
Don't-
mean, people could just get in there.
Don't listen to Terry. It's closed Discord right now.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, we will open it up,
No
but
way.
it's just an alpha testing Discord, so it's not
Oh,
public yet.
that-
It will be. It will be in the coming
That's
days.
me rewinding.
So
Is that
we're
what I just said?
cooler than Terry then.
yes,
No, I don't know. It's
It's
hard for me
true.
to say.
It's
I was about
true.
to say infinitely, but then that felt like a lot.
It's true. I'm
And
warmer than
to-
you guys.
to
though.
continue
I'm
to
sweeter
give-
and nicer.
To continue to give Kai the credit he deserves, like he
Yeah.
set up the Bogrot Discord. He set up like all these different
the bot
bots.
in it,
Like you can just go in the Discord and type in a keyword name or a unit name, and it'll tell you what it does.
Wow.
spit out the
really?
rules of the
It's
game.
insane.
Yeah, it's
He
pretty
built
sick.
he coded like an army generator,
Wow.
so you can go in the spreadsheet and put your list in, and it generates an army
No
list. Like,
way.
yeah, it's nuts.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's a wizard.
I need a random army generator so I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It
That
just
would
spits
be-
one out.
It's called
Unhinged.
Google, bro.
No.
Wow.
I can't Google that. The game's in alpha.
Yeah, you can't Google it. I did. Someone sent me a screenshot of them typing in Void HORI, and Google auto completes it to Void Horizon Miniatures game,
No way.
which
really?
is kind of cool because
That
it
is
doesn't
cool.
it doesn't point to anything.
Right.
It doesn't point to like a website or anything.
Interesting.
I don't know how that works. I
The
guess
computers are smarter than we are.
It might have
computers.
an algorithm on their phone, like the Bill Gates of the world, just hacking his shit.
Yeah, Bill Gates plays Void Horizon.
100%. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we're getting
he
at.
does.
Yeah, he's part of the closed Discord. You
He's
see him on
friends
there.
of the Bogrot Studio.
Yeah.
He posted.
You wouldn't
a
actually
of the
know it's
Bog.
him because his handle is Gil Bates.
Oh.
So like kind of tricky.
That
Oh,
threw
yeah.
me off. Actually, I didn't even think about
that's
that.
actually literally Bill Gates.
I thought it was weird that he posted that, like making fun of Steve Jobs, like the GIF making
Yeah.
fun of
Yeah,
him. It
that
was
was
like a little like bad
and his
taste.
handle is no, sorry.
And I said it was too soon.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he just died like 12 years ago. It's like way too soon to make Steve Jobs.
I don't
jokes.
believe this.
What?
I
That
did,
Steve Jobs
so
is
that's
dead?
fucked up.
What? That Steve
Anyway.
Jobs died? Anyway.
You can cut all that out, right?
No,
We don't cut things out.
Oh,
We're
okay.
an uneditable podcast.
Uneditable.
I don't know how to use the computer, so I just like put this into my phone and say like, Siri, please upload to Spotify. And she does it because she's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dellon, you came out at one point for the holidays, and we did an episode shortly after. You demoed Alpha Swords for us.
Yes. Yes.
When is that coming out, bro?
Yeah, because that was a really cool game.
Man, thank you for one. Thank you. That's one I'm writing by myself. Steve is using a little rubber hand to flip me off.
I'm
right
flipping.
He's
Gage
flipping me off,
now.
bro.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he would never do that.
He would never do that to me.
to
His
a
friend.
guest. The guest in the pod. Phil is also being
I won't
obscene.
say what Phil's doing.
Yeah, you guys don't want to know. Think about the worst hand gesture that you could possibly think of, and that's the one he's doing.
Dude, so Alpha Swords just started out like I wanted to write a game that was just like didn't have any point values.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
like,
so much fun.
one
Jesus.
thing that's
Yeah.
cool about that is it doesn't have any point values. And
Yeah.
the thing that's not super good about it is it has no point value.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
and it has a million
A
rolling
million tables to
like,
roll on.
seriously,
And that rocks.
It was
Tables
like
rock.
tables rock.
A few in game, but a ton out of game.
And
Yeah,
that's
for-
what we love. Out
Yes.
of game name generators, character generators. Give me
Injury
generate
tables.
Injury
Injure
table.
me.
Yeah, we had
Injure
that.
me.
We got
Injure me,
that.
daddy.
No, we generated like a whole warband in like a matter of like I don't know. We were sitting there for like 5 minutes, and it just like we were like rolling, and it was like, okay, I have a gun, I have like sort of a power kind of thing, I have like a name, I have like all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And we just sat there and rolled up characters, and it was so much fun. All of that was just tied into the game.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's cool, and like the thing, you know, is it's called Alpha Swords, and the biggest, baddest weapons in the game are the 7 Alpha Swords.
And
You
they're
know,
fucking
It was so cool
And
how
they're
we all
busted.
had them.
Yeah.
Like, that
That
time and
one
space,
pick sounds
everyone
so
had
fucking
them.
anime.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super anime, like just super like. For me, it's like Saturday morning cartoons, like real He-Man sword, like I don't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's
And
kind
that
of
fucking rocks.
Yeah.
yeah, and they
come
do,
out with the game
they do
already.
weird stuff.
We're
yeah.
trying to play it.
We
Yeah.
need someone to do the R and
Dude,
copy
I know a
edit
guy that
it
can do that.
and
At Stone.jaw.
At
We'll
stone.com.
see.
Well, there's no short of artists.
I
that
mean,
we've got in
honestly,
the,
Speaking of that,
yeah.
they're all like doing
Right
weird,
there.
lewd shit through the window at us
Yeah,
every now
there's
and
a lot
then.
Yeah,
of
it's really
artists
rude.
doing
And I
weird-
keep thinking I should, show them my ass or wave my penis at them. But
Like that time you slapped your dick on that window and the guy wanted to fight you.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the glory days last week.
Yesterday at Adepticon.
Really last days.
Is that White Castle?
I
So-
didn't do that at White Castle, everyone. I did not commit a lewd act at a White Castle.
So our Adepticon experience has been like insane, though. You know what I mean? There's been no penis window play.
We're
Or
all
not- at
pretty
least-
delirious, though.
Yeah, we are totally delirious.
I think we're all averaging between 3 to 5 hours a night of sleep.
I don't even think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
I've got. For
What,
sure.
maybe we should roll around and run down our craziest moments.
Oh, I already know what it might
Then
be.
you
I
go
think everyone
first.
probably has the same.
Yeah, we all have
no.
the same
well,
story.
then
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Well, then we'll tell that one.
All right.
You got it.
Well, it's my story, I guess, to start because I'm
Yeah.
the one who fucking found him, I guess.
you ran down.
I don't even understand how it happened. So
We all like stood up and went with you.
me and Martin at Martin McCoy Art were walking around looking for the Tabletop Minions demo booth for Station Zero and the Rain and Hell
yeah, yeah,
games because
yeah.
I wanted to buy the books.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. Happened across a giant cogwheel tabletop setup at a random table on the second floor.
Yeah, it had like a little arena, terrain.
It looked
piece
like a
that he built.
Fallout 4 like death pit with LED lights, and it looked insane. It said meat grinder, and
At the corner of the table, there was a meat grinder, like a big, like cast iron that you make some goddamn sausages with,
so I see this. I ask the guy what's up, and I see a little sign. Literally 1-page rule in the biggest boldest
Not even.
letters.
I won't even call it 1-page rule. It's like 3-sentence rule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tells me, "Oh, it's a game where you put in $1 and you gamble, and best paint. You bring in a painted model, and you put it in the pit, and they fight, and the losers get put in the grinder.
Yeah. You
And then
You have to kill your models.
You
Yeah.
had to kill your model." And I said, "Man, that's really crazy. I'm gonna go get all my friends and be right back." And he definitely didn't expect to see me come back.
Oh,
let
not at
alone
all.
with 12 plus
Yeah.
people. Looking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
The look
yeah.
on this guy's face was like bombed at first.
Yeah, he's
Bomb.
like this screaming crowd of people. We were
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
I was
God.
running from the back because you guys were all ahead of me, and I saw this. I saw it set up, and I was like, oh, no way! And I was just
A full
running
sprint.
down the. Yeah, I was
ran
like, "Ah."
downstairs, just telling everyone what's going on, and everyone's immediately on board. The
Yeah.
whole Grimdark Hall was up in arms to go grind their models.
Yeah,
Mike, Gundam official, took one of his like Golden Demon. Mike
Yeah.
took one of his white scars from his army straight out of the box and said, "Yeah, let's go do this."
He didn't win. He didn't win
He
the
did
game.
not
folks.
win the game.
to the grinder.
he came in second place though.
Yeah,
The final
he-
two.
yeah,
And he did get
almost
most
won.
pretty.
Yeah, and
Most
he
pretty
did. He won a
painted
medal.
Yeah, he got a medal.
He didn't win the $10 though.
No.
He didn't even win the side bets.
But he did win from the pot for the best painted. The best painted won $10.
Oh, yes.
Because we all threw in $1. That was like part of it. Is you roll up, you throw in
that's how it
$1.
works.
And
I
it
wasn't really paying attention.
the-
to
the-
anything.
He doesn't really explain that to you. When
He didn't.
You're
He
doing
just
it.
said vote for a model. So I was just like, oh, that one, I guess. I didn't know. It was
Yeah, yeah.
best painted model.
I thought the $1 was just for the entertainment of doing the game.
Yeah, he's
That's
trying to
the
get his
only
gas
reason it
money.
was.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna make some money off of this.
Yeah, boy.
The meat grinder, it really had the energy of a fucking like a alleyway dice game.
In
Yeah.
a big way.
It was
Yeah.
unreal. It was unreal feeling being around that board, just screaming my head off, as you can probably tell. Just
By how hoarse his
Oh my
voice
God.
is, yeah.
people like were crowding around. I found out later, so we saw the people. They were recording their podcast today in the hallway that we've been set up in
the
all
meat
week.
grinder guys.
The meat grinder guys.
The whole crew.
And they
Yes.
had me come on their podcast, and they were saying how the
love
the hotel were sending people down after we left, saying like, "Hey, is everything okay here?" Like they were
my
concerned about what was going on.
We were rowdy, which you could probably hear in our
Real
voices.
real
so
quick,
right.
let me shout out their podcast is called Anonymous Tabletop.
Yes.
Yeah, Anonymous Tabletop.
Very nice
And
people.
From the looks of it, there's about 17 mics on that show.
Yeah.
So
Did-
I think that this is their round table with all of their friends. that
Oh,
they do,
got
like,
it,
once
got
a
it,
year.
got it.
Oh, cool.
Wow, almost like what we're doing.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, it was super rowdy. At one point, I look over and Sean from Metal King Studios, he's just like sitting there drinking a beer, watching us, and I'm like, man, we are just like ruining these people's night. Like,
Oh
this
no,
dude-
people were stoked.
Yeah.
I think everyone was stoked.
So-
Okay,
Yeah.
I hope that's what
So-
was happening.
I mean, I was not there last night. I was watching all of this from the tarmac as my plane was delayed, just
Oh,
crying.
yeah, you missed it, Gage.
But I will say two things. One, we were passing out zines and stickers today. The amount of people that saw me wearing the Under the Dice shirt and were like, dude, you guys were nuts last night. That was the coolest thing.
I think there was a couple of us wearing
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
shirt
and I was
yesterday.
like, yeah, dude, thanks so much. And then,
Yeah, I was totally there. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you so much.
I spearheaded this
But I
whole
will
thing.
say, I think Brandon Gary, young Toguro, and I last year saw the Meat Grinder event
Yeah.
at its peak.
Yeah.
Definitely would not have anywhere near the energy of anyone in this room.
So-
solo.
the man who did it. I didn't get his name, or maybe I just can't remember. Probably both. He
Dave.
said
One of
he's
the
never-
hosts
One of
of
the hosts
Anonymous
of Anonymous
Tabletop.
Tabletop.
Dave.
Is his name Dave?
I
Okay, you're just making that.
Oh,
up.
I'm pretty sure.
Dellon's
I don't like
being
this.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Oh,
Dave.
really?
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
we'll go
he
with that.
said-
I like that. It's a
Yeah.
good
He said
name.
himself. He has, I think, in 8 years that they've been doing it, has not had a reaction like that.
Well, he might have even more after the podcast.
There's 21 and this is another thing when they pulled me in the room and maybe sit on their. Well, they didn't make me. I was happy to sit down and
Oh,
talk to them.
Gun to your head and said, sit on this podcast and now
get over here.
They saw the models on the shelf and they knew kind of what was going on.
Yeah.
That we had sat down last night and painted and kit bashed a bunch of stuff, about 21 models
Yeah.
for the grinder.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, that's cool. We'll run a couple games." I said, "No, what are you talking about? We're doing one game."
Yeah,
and
all
he,
of us at
and
once.
he
Like 21
couldn't. He's like,
people.
"You guys are crazy."
Yeah, but he is so stoked. So they set up. They got out of their podcast, and then we were setting up our podcast. They left this room that we're using right now to go set up the meat grinder. So immediately after this, we're going to try and round up as many of those people who have models who kit bashed it after the event. We came back to the room, kit bashed all new models using Steve's bits pile, put them all together, and then paint. Most
Yeah,
people painted
I
them
think we used
overnight.
They're
or
all
last
painted.
night.
21
Yeah.
painted models up there.
And they look really good. And
I don't
want
wanna do mine.
fucking
All going to the
destroy them.
grinder.
Oh,
They're
I
going
can't
to the
fucking wait to kill
grinder.
mine.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome. But to give you, I think the best way to give this, like, so the rules will give you an idea of what the game was like. So, like they were saying, one page, it was like size 54 font, and it had 6 rules, numbered 1 through 6, and the numbers corresponded with the rule so the rule that went along with it. So it was a $1 buy-in.
That was rule 1.
You had 2 wounds each.
Yep.
It was a roll of a
3
3
to hit, 4 to wound, 5 for a
Save.
save, and you have 6-inch movement.
and 6-inch
Yes.
movement, and
Yes,
those
that was
were the
it.
rules.
Very clever.
Yes.
Very
So
clever.
clever, and
Extremely
just like
clever.
on this
Actually,
splattered
don't
with
play
blood.
Void Horizon.
Play
Yeah,
Meat
that is
Grinder.
that is
play Meat
about
Grinder.
the simplest you can
Yeah.
get for a
Yeah,
1-page rule set.
yeah.
And it's clever.
Yeah,
Dude.
That's like that
release
fits on a
that.
business card.
Yo, that's my game.
I meant hook him up with a
No, I'm
distro,
kidding,
but
I'm kidding.
yeah.
No,
Or
but
just
really,
plagiarize.
that I'm inspired. Like that,
Yeah.
I'm making a fight pit for Nemo 24, and it's gonna be if you enter Nemo. If you're in the event, you have
No
to
one
bring.
is- no,
I don't. No. If
It would
you
be
enter
cool.
Nemo, your fee to pay, you pay the price at the door, and you have to sacrifice a model. So
Yeah.
bring an extra model with
yeah.
your warband.
Just bring an extra
Okay,
junk
okay.
model, throw it in there, and then we'll just chant it up, grind that, or grind.
We're gonna borrow Phil's mom's meat grinder that
Yeah.
he bought her.
No.
as a gift.
Not my
that can't
mom's
be
meat
true.
grinder.
Don't say it's not so.
It was a gift.
It's for my own mom.
But so that was a blast. So we were up there yelling. People were standing on chairs. Like, there's videos that exist out there because everybody had their phones out and were filming it, so you can definitely see it somewhere or another. But people were chanting, like screaming. It was like a total blast. And then it ended, and we were all like I said, we all came immediately downstairs, dumped out the bits bin, and we just got to work making. And I made like 5 models. I painted 2 of them, and like one of them is going to be the one that gets thrown in right after we're done here.
It was
And
crazy.
It was
the
awesome.
energy with it. Like
Yeah.
everyone was so fired up. Like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to do that again immediately.
Yeah, and that was probably the highlight of the freaking event. That was so good.
I'm in a boogie so I can go paint my model up for the meat card.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh yes, you have to paint it up.
Who do you want me to tag
Who do you guys think? Tanner?
I think we could get Tanner. We could get Big Boy Steve. We could get Mike.
We gotta do speed rounds.
Yeah, we do gotta
We'll
make
set
it
a timer.
quick.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
you
should
guys want to
do-
do like 10 minutes?
10
Oh,
minutes.
man.
No,
Real
5
quick.
minutes a guy.
Can I say just a parting word?
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
Of course.
Say more than one word.
yeah, please not just.
First
one
of all,
word.
thank you for having me.
That's
Oh,
more
of
than
course.
one word.
Thank you so
of
much for
course.
hanging out with us.
Second
Love
of all,
you.
if you want to follow along Void Horizon stuff, just follow Bogrot Studios on Instagram.
Yes.
So we'll be posting news for that.
Is that all one word?
I don't know.
That's how. Yeah,
There's
it's fast.
probably
Yeah,
only
it'll
one
come out.
Bogrot Studios.
It's got to be. But yeah, I will go grab.
Hey, keep an
some
eye
other
out for Alpha Swords, though, coming soon.
Yeah.
Hey,
Alpha
man.
well,
Sword.
what does soon mean?
I don't know. I'll
in the
put it
grand
out
scheme
for
of
you.
time,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Put it in the
every
zine.
moment is
every
soon.
moment. Grab someone random. Tell them they have 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
they got.
Give them a
All right,
time.
all right, all right, all
It's
right.
gonna be like
Thanks
the meat
again, guys.
grinder, but of podcasts.
Love you, Dellon.
Meat Grinder of the podcast.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
love you too.
I gotta piss so bad.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Tagging 2 people then.
Yeah,
Yo, send Tanner
tag in
and
2
Big
people
Boy.
so I can go pee.
yeah.
Tanner and Big Boy.
So we're gonna have 2 people joining us because Phil is gonna leave and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, make sure you talk to Tanner about his first game of Mordheim because he was losing his fucking mind. He was giggling like a child. He had so much fun.
Oh, I cannot
That-
wait.
and obviously
They're starting a crew now,
spell
too.
punk. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here they come.
All right.
Oh no. Is this your water, Phil? Can I have a sip of that?
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you're on
Yes.
right.
We're on.
live.
We're doing
You're
it. We're
live.
doing it.
This is fine.
All right, baby boys. This is what we're doing. We just made this rule 32 seconds ago.
Yeah. It's a rule.
I mean, there's 2 of you, so we're gonna.
Almost.
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
gonna-
honestly, let's double the
we're
time
gonna
because
put
these
it-
are like
we're gonna
the
put it up
2
to
amazing
10.
gents.
Take 10 minutes.
I mean,
Okay,
Phil.
Yeah, true. All right. So, Steven, Tanner.
Different Steven.
Different
Yeah.
Steven.
Double
Steve.
Steven.
I'm Steve. He's Steven.
You
Steven,
go
what
by
is your-
Steven, though? No,
Yes.
Steve? I feel like I've probably been calling you Steve.
With an N.
My bad. My bad. about
What is
that.
your Instagram handle?
Yeah.
At Big Boy Game Time.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Tanner,
Great
what's yours?
It's at Simpso Miniatures. I forgot the N. My last name is Simpson.
Oh,
That's
I like that
amazing.
better.
That is so funny.
I can change it any time.
No.
Well, now somebody's taking it. They hear me and they took it out of spite.
Yeah, it's me.
It's you.
And I'm
It's
going to
gone.
hold it ransom.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want
$500.
it. I made a mistake. I'll live with it.
No, I think it's even better that way.
Yeah,
because
I
it looks
like
like it's Sim-Sum.
Simpsom.
That's definitely
Yeah.
how
I
I've been
think it's-
talking about it on the
too.
podcast, so
Well,
that's what it is now.
What I learned
Yeah.
is, I mean, simp became a derogatory term.
Yeah.
And when you work with teenagers, and they go, your name is Simp Son, like son of Simp. Yep, I'm
Oh.
the son of a Simp.
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
That
so
rocks.
it's Simp So Miniatures. Simp So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you just lean into it.
I'm wasting your time talking about
Not
my
at all,
It's
bro.
great.
The
Not at
whole
This is the content
podcast
we
is a
want.
waste of
Okay.
time.
actually the
highest quality they've had yet.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
honestly, it's fantastic. pretty nice.
Mike smells bad. Who was on it before me?
Phil.
Phil.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Phil got stinky
First guy,
lips.
Phil.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
you
he
get picked up
does.
this
You know, he
morning.
does a lot of
It's
licking.
okay.
He's licking
We
jerky
like
out there.
that.
We've all seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So, how's Adepticon, boys?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
tell us.
You having
Yeah.
fun?
I gave a copy of my book to all my hobby heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spellpunk.
Yeah.
Spellpunk,
Yeah,
baby.
Spellpunk. It's great.
Can they get that anywhere? Can people? Or
Yeah.
does it have to be from you?
All my shit is free on itch now.
Oh, really?
The digitals, yeah.
Oh, that's really
BigBoyGameTime.itch.io.
You're still charging a drive-through?
No, I put it to free there too. Because I
Okay.
don't want to have to pay taxes.
Yeah, dude. Tax
Taxes
evasion.
suck.
Tax evasion.
I'm
rocks.
not doing tax evasion.
Yeah.
It's free.
yeah.
I have to pay
Asterisk.
taxes on the
For legal
one
reasons.
zine that I sold this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
You sold one zine.
So I didn't want to deal
Yeah, I
with that.
sold one
I could buy
zine.
one.
No,
I won't.
The one that you sold to me? Or did I trade for that?
No, no,
you
no.
traded.
So
we
that's
sold.
not a purchase. That's a trade.
It's
That's
not
barter.
you. It's not you. I sold one zine. Only one zine was
Damn.
sold.
Yes.
Oh, who's that knocking on the door? It's the IRS.
Oh,
There
no.
it is.
I turned my head.
Kool-Aid
Sorry.
Manning right on in.
Sorry, $15,000 each. Do not pass go. That's you guys now.
You have a podcast voice.
Thank you.
Do not pass go.
No, not pass go.
Sound like Ira Glass.
I
So-
liked Adepticon too. It was fun.
Yeah.
Tanner, we need to hear about this first Mordheim game we were
Yes.
told.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Tell us about it.
I lost.
We heard you
it
were
was-
giddy.
I was very excited to play. It was a 3-player game, and one of my opponents got routed immediately, and the other one, my objective was like to kill his leader. It's my first game Mordheim ever, so I'm still figuring things out.
Yeah.
And I had like a 2-up to hit him. I went all the way across the table, finally got to him. 2-up to hit him, rolled a 1.
That's Mordheim, baby.
My guy immediately died afterwards, and my opponent had to leave to go to his kid. And I was like, "That's cool, you win, dude." Like at
Yeah.
that point, I looked across the table. One of my guys was like lying face down. Like my engine had no driver
drowning in a
anymore.
puddle.
Yeah. So I went, "Okay." I had a blast. I love the game. I want to do more of it as soon as possible.
That rocks.
Tell us about your warband. Like you
They-
had
Oh,
a
Black
really
Dwarfs.
wild
And they're
one.
fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
They are beautiful.
I was just out of the room for a moment, but I'm almost positive I've talked about Tanner on the podcast before. Because
Really?
yeah, oh yeah.
I
At
wanna
least
hear
mentioned
it.
you just because you post you post the most unique miniatures on the Discord.
Absolutely.
Tanner is a sculptor extraordinaire.
Well, keep in mind a lot of my stuff. I don't sculpt every single thing I post. I think a lot of people get confused. Ask, "Did you sculpt this?" And it's like a Reaper Minis model. Like,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I did
yeah.
not. I just paint any retro, weird, obscure model. But I do a lot of sculpting myself. I sculpt onto things too. But I think
Yeah.
in general, I really like goofy, cartoony sculpting.
Yes,
so,
yes, it very much comes through in your work. And the sort of centerpiece, I think, of the stuff that you brought is the purple worm that
The
you
purple
sculpted
worm.
for
Oh,
your
it's
your
great.
D&D
It is
campaign,
great.
or just a campaign.
Campaign in quotes. I don't really have a campaign. I just play with my friends and family like once every 4 to 6 months. And
I mean,
then
that's-
they're
I feel like
stringed
that's-
together. So someday I'm gonna have. My idea was there's gonna be a dragon somewhere. They lead up to the dragon, and the worm comes out of the ground and eats the dragon.
Oh, that's sick.
Someday down the line, that's the plan.
Tanner, on that model, what did you use for the teeth?
You know what I used to.
Well, tell the people.
I'll
Yeah.
tell the podcast.
Tell the
Tell
people.
us.
So
Don't tell
I-
the people. Tell us.
So I
Yeah, Terry,
have,
mute this.
This
I
is
have-
just for our ears.
I have a retainer, and I went to the orthodontist to get it. And they gave
Shout
me
out
the
your
cast-
orthodontist.
I don't know his name.
Oh, wow.
Well, I
okay.
don't have him anymore. I moved.
Dr. Paul S. Berkey, Mundelein,
That's-
Illinois.
That's not his name.
That's my boy.
I don't know. Who he
Yeah,
is.
shout
I
out.
did not
Friend
write
of
Mustache
the
him
like a
pod.
push broom.
I don't know him. But
Friend of the
he
pod.
gave me the cast of my teeth and said, "Well, you'll get half off your next retainer if you bring it back in. Just be careful." And he put it in a little box, a little like cardboard box. I put it in the car. I'm driving home. I get home. I look in the box. One of the fucking front teeth is chipped, and I can't find it. So I'm like, I'm not getting half off my next retainer. So I had my cast of my teeth on my bookshelf for like a year. And then I want to make a giant worm. Like, I need teeth. And I look and I see my teeth on my bookshelf. I'm like, it's gonna be a big fucking worm.
Yeah.
So I used a cast of my teeth
Especially
and
when he was born.
I fixed.
It's gonna be one big
I
worm.
want to just say that worm on the table looks so unhinged. Like
It's-
it's straight
yeah.
up out of the Eclipse from Berserk. Like it's crazy.
I do like Berserk, so I'm sure it was inspired somewhat from Berserk. I love my worm.
Yeah, I got a chance
Don't
to
take
kiss.
that out of
I
context.
We love your worm.
We all
Love
love it.
Tanner's worm.
Yeah, I love your worm.
You're tuning into Worm Hour with handsome Terrence.
It's
And
worm
so,
time.
Did you guys
Send
did
them
they give
down the
their handles
wormhole.
already?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yes.
cool. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, Phil was doing some recon about like who were having jumping on the podcast, but I got a chance to kiss the worm's tongue.
Ah, yes.
Do you varnish your minis?
Of course. Yeah.
That is
I
really
brushed
It
it.
Felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really smooth,
It was-
and I
I
felt
think I
like
glossed
it was.
it twice.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say
good.
it's very shiny,
Twice over
but in a
gloss.
good way. And do you usually do that? I feel like a lot of your models have that kind of.
I've been
finish.
criticized many times on my painting
who?
skills anonymously, but it's in good.
Let's beat their ass.
Yeah, name
No,
names.
I love them. I love all
Docs,
my.
docs.
Gage
I
is
love my
always the first to
critics.
Let's
swing.
beat their
I love
ass.
you all. But people say all my shit is glossy. Not my shit, my models. My models are glossy.
No.
Your
It's
shit.
because I varnish
Slides out.
all my models with Vallejo brush on varnish. It's
Yeah.
the airbrush stuff, and it's all legally purchased from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah,
Hell
nice. I love legally purchasing things. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Especially from Hobby Lobby. We love the Green family. They've done
Yeah.
nothing wrong.
Right,
I have
think.
only legally purchased.
And that's
varnish
the
from
opinions
Hobby
of Hive
Lobby.
Scum, not myself.
Yeah, that's the opinions of the Adepticon and the organizers of this fine event.
So what is this podcast?
It
what
is
do you guys
this.
do? This is
is
what
what
we're
we
hanging
do.
out.
Varnishing
Well, as long as we're on the
tongues.
mic, I want everyone to go and buy my things for free.
Yeah, buy
Tell me
them
you like
free.
them.
Absolutely.
Go give a
man.
little look.
I was just about to ask you what's next on
Yeah.
your plate.
Well, I wrote a RPG called Tavern. The idea
Oh,
of which
cool.
is you can play it in a tavern. It's that simple.
Oh.
It's like 5e inspired D&D type shit, but like I don't know, understandable on your first time.
Yeah.
And
Whoa,
then
that's cool.
Dellon, White Tiger Tablecraft, and
Yeah.
I are working on a game called Booger Gap.
Yes.
Booger Gap.
And
tell
Booger
us.
Gap is
You have to tell
Booger
us.
Gap is like a cryptid of an RPG, and that no one knows what it is yet except for us.
But it's even
And we're
better.
not really.
Can we get a leak?
Oh,
A Hive
we can
Scum
get-
leak?
We can get a thick leak.
Oh, the trippy.
Booger Gap is like kind of like fantasy anachronistic folk horror, like Appalachian horror type
Oh,
stuff.
yes.
Censor
Um,
that.
kind of
Censor
stuff.
that.
Beep, beep, beep,
It's a
beep,
leak.
beep,
Yeah,
beep,
bleep
beep,
all
beep,
that.
Bleep that.
And it's
Cut.
also pulling on a lot of like cultural stuff in like rural America, but like pre-early industrialization stuff, and then like mixing in like fantasy shit.
Yeah.
So
That sounds insane.
it's gonna be sick.
Hell yeah.
Real Rust Belt state shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Magic Rust Belt.
Tanner,
Yeah.
we've been talking about your game, dude. I'm not gonna punish people.
Oh, the
with it.
Pet Simulator?
The Pet Simulator
Fuck,
game.
yeah.
Yes. Now it's
That's
the
always gonna
ether.
make
What is
it
the pets?
first.
What's the
If they
pets?
do,
It was
we
an
will
idea.
rock them.
Steve, you don't know
going
what the
to
Pet
make-
I
Simulator
didn't
is?
hear about this.
This is.
Oh,
Steve,
it is so
it's in
cool.
the. It's in the bottom of my mind. It is a.
It is the
the top of my
perfect
heart.
game.
Is it?
It is okay.
So all ideas are just ideas until your friends bully you into
Yes,
pursuing
yes.
them.
And I'm the fucking bully.
I
Tanner.
know.
You
and
are
I
making
am,
that game.
I am financially obligated to make this game.
You have to.
Welcome
I
to
put
Bully Hour.
$15 into this
I-
game already.
Well, yeah, I know you did. I love it to death. So my initials, my signature is TSPN, like teaspoon, and I wanted to name the game TSPN, Tabletop Simulator Pet. Wait, Tabletop Simulator Pet N. I don't know. There's an N in there
Network.
somewhere.
Network.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. But I want to name it something like that. The idea is it's a solo play tabletop pet game. The idea is every player it's like Tamagotchi, but you make your room for your virtual I keep saying virtual pet.
Yeah.
But it is
tabletop-
kind of a-
it's not virtual.
So
but
we're
tabletop.
making dioramas, and then there's a game.
There's
to
a
play with it.
terrain
Yes.
aspect of
This
it.
is fucking
But
sick.
here's the catcher.
Check
You
this
have-
out. Ready?
You have dailies. And you're the only
Yes.
person that has to keep
Dude.
up with your dailies or your
what
fucking
I'm
pet
saying.
dies.
So what do you like? What would the dailies be? You like
Feeding
come
your
over and
pet.
roll a
Tanner
Tanner comes
d6.
over and hits
Like
you with a
what?
fucking
Yeah,
hammer if you don't feed it.
Yeah. No, the idea is that pet would have to shit in its room, and you have to roll randomly and see how much it poops. You have to clean it up, and you'd have to model the poop too.
So,
Put it in the
but
room.
why though?
Because if you think about Tamagotchi, you feed your pet,
Yeah,
you
he
clean your
shits
pet,
a lot.
and they shit a lot.
And realistically, you could just walk away from Tamagotchi at any point. So
Yeah.
why would you do that anyway?
But if you have
It's
a
like no
tabletop
risk.
pet, you can see it. It's
Yes.
like
Yeah.
virtual pets are like in a little
man.
key
Dude,
thing. Or
I'm gonna make my girlfriend do that. I'm going to make a little diorama for her and make her make the pet.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And
Every
morning,
day you have to roll some dice. Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
I get up before her for work, and I'll just put the poop in the thing, and she's gonna have to clean it. I'm gonna take the food out of the dish. She's gonna have to take care of that motherfucker.
My favorite.
It's really cool. People have pet rocks. I
Dude,
mean, like
this-
that was like a huge thing. This is like a pet rock plus. You know, this is like very sick. We can. I mean, this is
This
like,
is a good
this
idea.
is super
Golden
cool.
idea.
This
That's
is
what
a
I'm
very
saying.
cool idea.
The second he told me about this on Instagram like a month ago, I was like, Tanner, please.
Redacted. This is all redacted. Bleep all this
Yeah,
out.
please.
Bleep
Somebody's
all
gonna do
this
it
out.
first. Don't
Yes,
do
no,
it.
Do
It's
not,
my
absolutely
idea.
not.
do not
We will-
steal this
Oh,
idea.
I
I
should-
will
Hive Scum
fucking
will
kill you.
Will kill you if you come out with this game.
Hive Scum will kill you. Trademarked.
I
Yeah.
should mention
we have a sticker
Oh,
that
go
says
ahead.
that. Remember, kids, Hive Scum will kill
That
you.
is true.
It's true. I gave a lot of those stickers to the kids at Adepticon.
People love that.
Really?
It's going on my laptop soon. I should mention anything I make for the tabletop, I'm not selling. It's free. So if you're
Good
gonna
man.
steal it and you sell it, fuck you.
Good man.
Yeah.
I want anybody that wants to play my tabletop simulator to be able to play it for free. It's not going to be in print anywhere unless you print it on your shitty home printer or at your library or your school or other.
And there'll be
Can I
like
have a
a,
location?
I mean, I don't know if you'll ever. I hope you really develop this, but
Oh,
there's
I
a-
want to.
There's a journaling part of it, right? It's like a solo game.
That's a great. I didn't even think
Buy
about
a
that, but
journal, that's
having a
part of it.
It's like
journal
1,000-year-old
on the side,
vampire.
like
Yes,
day
exactly.
one
Yeah,
of having your
exactly.
pet.
Yeah.
This happened.
And you
Like,
could
you
build
look
a
back at your
story.
log,
Dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was just on an Ironsworn kick when he was telling me about it. I'm like,
that's a good idea.
What's
I'm like-
Ironsworn?
yeah, it's solo journaling RPG, same shit.
Cool.
See, I don't
We'll
know
talk
too
about
much
it.
about
We'll
solo
talk.
RPG
We'll talk off the
though.
pod.
For
Yeah.
solo play.
So, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. You have a ton of charts you roll on,
Yeah.
and you go through these random generations, just like, does my
Yeah.
pet shit? And
Does my pet
does
shit?
my pet,
How much is it?
does
eat?
my,
Do the
yeah, how much does it
humans
shit?
kill my vampire?
Does it eat its own shit and die? Like, you're gonna roll on these charts, right? And then it technically, yes, it can live in your mind, but the more fun part is writing it down, and then you're technically writing a story because you're writing to these prompts. And then you're more creative because now you're making it cohesive, and you're not just like pet shit one shit, pet ate shit and died. It's like today, Tanner, my pet,
Oh.
did this.
You named your pet Tanner?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why?
After you.
Oh, after me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you're the father.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're the father.
You're the
I'm
all
the
father.
father of the
Yeah,
pet.
it's Tanner Jr.
Tanner Jr.
Sorry.
Maybe you can have two pets and they interact. I think it's fun to have.
Kissing pets.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Or they
I
can
rolled
hurt
double
each other.
sixes.
What if they get
Name
upset?
game,
That's the expansion.
Yeah, I rolled double sixes, and now I have a third pet.
You have to have like a slider. It's like their friendship meter. And every day it might go a little up, it might go a little down. So if
Yes.
they're like
Reaction
enemies,
tables.
they keep fucking hurting each other. And
Yeah.
you can, like,
Dude, it's like The Sims, but it's
well, I wanted
Can you
them
make
to
your
be-
pets woohoo?
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
yeah. We talk a lot about Sims on this podcast too.
Dude,
Partially.
Sims-
Oh,
love The Sims.
I want to say something quick. This applies to both of us. So Steven and I are both bald and have beards, right?
Oh.
Have you ever played Sims 1? Any of you?
Yes.
Do you remember Tutorial
Extensively.
Bob?
Yes.
So when I was a kid, I played Sims 1 all the time, and I always played Tutorial Bob, and I just made him like make garden gnomes. And his wife left him. He just made garden gnomes and put them all over his lawn. So later in life, like I think like 6 months ago, my girlfriend catches me downloading Sims 1.
Tanner, what are you doing?
I download Sims 1. I download Sims 1 on my laptop, right? And I go, oh, I want to play as Tutorial Bob. And I'm playing as him. And Tutorial Bob is bald, has a beard, and he has a
God bless.
he has
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a wife beater. That's a bad name for it, but it's an undershirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like greasy. So Crystal, my girlfriend, walks by and sees Tutorial Bob, and she goes, that looks just like you. She assumes I made myself in the game. And I look at her and go, I grew up to be fucking Tutorial Bob. I was wearing the greasy undershirt. And she's like, wow, that's so accurate. Oh my God.
Self-fulfilling prophecy
It's
right there.
depressing. I am Tutorial Bob.
That's
Hey,
beautiful.
you know, we are what we eat. So
And he ate tutorial Bob.
you ate them. So there is that.
All right, you beautiful boys. We have to
Are we
kick you
getting kicked out?
for the next.
Can I shout out one more thing?
Oh, yeah, please.
Please.
Yeah, come on.
No,
Save it all
please,
the time.
please.
Me, Big Boy Game Time, and my buddy Anthony at Bigatoni Minis, and our other friend who's not on the
These are
internet.
great names too.
We're making a hobby mag as well called Dice Eater.
Let's fucking
Whoa.
go.
Dice Eater?
Dice Eater, and our
That's
first
good.
issue is going to be ready for Gen Con this summer.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Keep your eyes peeled.
Very fucking
that is
sick.
huge.
Absolutely.
Dice
How
Eater.
is
Bye,
this
everybody.
the first I'm hearing about Dice Eater.
Oh,
Bye,
this
Steven.
is amazing.
Tanner, thank you
Love
very
you
much.
guys.
You guys are the
Steven,
best.
thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. We love you.
Have a great night.
Get ready for the grinder after
Yeah.
this. Send in Seb with the big hand.
Seb.
All right, coming to the mic is our new friend Seb. They came through to Nemo earlier this month, and I personally didn't really get a chance to talk to them very much, but They've kind of become our collective child. They're the youngest member of the Grimdark Hallway crew this year. Welcome, Seb.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
And Seb, if you need to adjust the mic or anything, you
Sure.
can. You can lift it up. Bend it
Oh,
down.
this is
Down and
fine.
it moves.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Seb, what's your internet handles?
If you would like to.
Sure. I mean, it's all variations of it's Seb. On Instagram, it could be Seb
That
because
rocks.
it's Seb was taken. Origin of that is like when I picked my name, I decided to go with Seb, and so like username it's Seb because that's me. So like when people on the internet refer to me, they're just using my chosen name. I don't have to like be like, oh, what's your name or what's your username? But sometimes that shit's taken because it's so few characters.
Yes.
And so it's all variations thereof. But like I post like occasional hobby shit on Instagram whenever I remember to.
You are a pillar
Yeah.
in the Rust Discord.
Oh,
I see the flame
absolutely.
emotes.
Yes,
I
yes.
see the responses.
Always
You're
here.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
I am always in there.
So we just want to talk to you a bit about your experience at Nemo, and then also you've done a lot of cool shit this weekend at Adepticon.
Yes.
And,
A true gamer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So,
Compared to
so,
us, you are a gamer.
so as I don't think we've spoke to a real attendee of Nemo. So just give us a little insight in how it went and what your experience was. What could we do better?
Yeah, we,
You know,
because
all
we
that
didn't
sort of
really know
stuff.
you at all before
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, I found out about Nemo through an email list that I joined through the Adeptus and Eptis guys who played Epic, which is crazy.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
didn't even.
Those
what
are
are you
those
talking
Those
about?
are the-
I didn't even
Yeah.
hear about
Those are the portal guys.
Yeah, the epic guys who play at Portal.
Yeah.
So, how did you get emailed it?
I
They
played
have-
Epic once, and then they're like, "Yo, we got an email list. You want to join?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I
They're
went back to
awesome guys.
school.
No, but how did Portal? Like, why was
One of-
Portal sending an email?
So one of
No.
them was a vendor.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
The guy who won like 3 things at the raffle.
Oh, that's very funny.
That wasn't Lucian. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on the list.
So
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
saw that, and it was like just after I saw Eric's Hobby Workshop's video on More Time after like the thing in Texas, and so it was like fresh in my mind, and I saw like just like random video essays of why like More Time's the best game ever made by GW, and so I get notification. I usually swiping by, I see like New England More Time open. It's like, oh shit, I'm New England.
I'm New England.
I'm Joe New
That's
England.
me.
Yeah. And
Joe
so
New
I saw that first, and that's where I joined the Discord, the Nemo Discord. And then it wasn't until Hive Scum, actually, that I joined in Rust We Trust. But that whole experience has been, like, outstanding. It's been so much fun. Like, I dragged one of my friends. He, like, never played before, played on my kitchen table, and I just, like, I ran drills with that guy to prepare. And he's painting up,
Running
like...
scrims.
Yeah, dude, I had that guy running drills, but it was myself, him, Nuno, who organized the campaign at Pandemonium in Cambridge, and so I had a couple games under my belt by the time I showed up, and you know, I really didn't know what to expect otherwise.
Did you
But
expect, like, did it meet expectations?
I mean, it blew them out the fucking water.
Oh, that's so great.
You
to
kidding
hear.
me?
love that. That's
I
so
mean-
good to hear.
Please tell me how cool I am.
Oh, yeah, cool. I'm real cool, Phil, for putting on the Mordheim Open.
Yeah, you are cool, Steve.
So cool.
Hey,
Shut up, man.
thanks.
That's my
Yeah.
friend you're talking
Yeah, that's my
I mean,
friend
it's
you're
just like
talking
the
about.
number of boards that people built and like
Yeah.
the effort, just like the spirit of it all really just like kind of blew me away. And like I had my first game like just against Matt, who I followed on Instagram, totally not panicking. I played against his shit first, and like I stomped him, but it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, talk more shit.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna listen.
Oh yeah, you know, piece of shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, I killed 2 of his heroes. Don't worry about it.
No
But-
big deal. It was easy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, great guy. Love playing against him. And then from there, I was just getting like my face smashed in repeatedly. But I mean, the whole time, smile on my face. I was just happy to be there.
Did
know?
you have a favorite gaming moment on that day?
Oh my god.
Anything that
You did- you-
exceptionally crazy
you
happened
did
in your
play
game.
You
a
know
lot of
what?
games.
Yeah, you did.
I would have to say during that game with Matt, I just had a regular Tomb Guardian skeleton, 20 gold, just like run of the mill guy with a spear, and he was like guarding some weird stone that my scorpion was holding. And so Matt decides to charge in with some of his possessed, mutated guys, 2 heroes, and my spearman just like crits both of them.
Housed him.
Sorry?
Like, took him out, right?
Yeah, took him out, and they died post game.
Damn. That's rough.
Yeah, I felt bad. But
like Ian in your last game there, and that.
dude,
Oh,
that
boy.
game was rough.
So, you want to talk a little bit about the things that you've done at
Yeah.
Adepticon this weekend?
Oh,
I know
God,
you had
yeah.
a pretty epic
Yeah, you got
Zone
a medal.
Mortalis game.
I mean,
Yeah.
spoiler.
So first Adepticon, I came with some of my friends who I know from my home store back in Methuen, and so they're more into Infinity. But like we've been playing this thing for a while, so my big thing was Horus Heresy, Zone Mortalis.
Yeah.
I picked up the second edition starter set when it dropped like this past summer, but I never painted that shit.
Yeah.
So getting a deadline really lit a
Yes.
fire to
Ugh.
just like get that shit done. And so I painted like 1,250 points of white scars, and I played in this massive like mega battle Zone Mortalis thing on this like super like close quarters board, and just beautifully painted models, super chill. I mean, it's just like beer and pretzels type game.
So fun.
And what was crazy, I actually showed up to the wrong event. And those guys were like, they don't actually have Zone Mortalis over there. Play with us instead.
Oh no, really?
And so they
That's
just
awesome.
got a guy to like match me in terms of points. And when at the end when they were handing out prizes, I actually won most thematic loyalist force.
So cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You literally were given a medal.
I was, yes.
You've been wearing it around.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's swanging.
Yeah.
It drags real low.
Yeah. It's really cool though.
It's really fucking
like the
cool.
medals are like no joke here, and I
Yeah.
was bummed I didn't get that medal for Gaslands last year because they are really impressive. And when you walked in with it, it's like big freaking heavy metal.
Heads
metal.
were turning.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed I didn't have any for my event. They kind of
Well-
they alluded to the fact that my event would have trophies and prize support. And
I
then
think
was
you
kinda
ran it
last
as a
minute.
tournament, because you were doing like kind of general gaming, but you could do
Yeah.
it next year and just be like, okay,
No.
now it's going to be a tournament. But yeah, then you invite a whole different group of people
Yeah.
who want the medal.
And I also don't next year. I just want to put the people in the room, give them the rules. I just want to leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here the whole time again.
No
Yeah.
one made you do it.
I made myself do it.
Yeah, I know.
Whose fault is that?
It's mine.
Yeah.
And
But
yours
so
for
many
being
people,
here.
so many
I'm
people
sorry.
are so happy that you did.
I hope so. I
Nope.
mean, I know people came to the room and they were stoked to even see it, but
Yeah,
you guys had fun. Right? I know that last game was a grind.
That last game was a bit of a grind. It took me a while to get there, but honestly, like this whole thing like is so much to me, like personally, like this whole group just being able to just like show up and just like join a community so quickly and just feel like, yeah, I'm part of this. This
Hell
is
yeah.
I do
That's
this
awesome.
shit,
That rocks.
and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Well, you're
It's
a
tight.
very sweet, articulate young individual, and I think we're all very, very happy to have met you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
100%.
True friend of the pod.
Yeah,
True friend of the pod.
right here, Seb.
And as a New Englander, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other much more frequently
Yeah.
than the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nemo 24.
24. I'm there.
Seb, anything you want to add before?
Yeah, anything you want to promote
before we play a round robin again?
Oh shit.
Motivational speech.
Yeah.
You are fantastic on mic, by the way.
Yeah.
Great radio voice.
Honestly,
Thank you,
think
thank you.
about that.
I get
Think
that a
about
lot
that.
actually.
Yeah?
And you
Yeah.
talk into the mic, which is something I
I'm
can't.
trying
hard.
so
I'm
hard.
still
It's
learning
all
how
I'm
to do
thinking
it.
Phil
about.
can't do that at all.
It is perfect.
right now.
You know.
Yeah.
You sound so clear. It's amazing.
For sure. I mean, my number one thing is just, I mean, if you're listening to the pod right now, like, I was listening to the first pod at work, bored as shit, and I checked the show notes and joined in Rust We Trust Discord. Get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if I can do it, you can do it. It's so much
That's
fun.
the whole vibe here is if we can do it, literally anyone can do. the
Yeah.
things
So
that we do.
We're
several of the people who've been hanging out are from the general Chicagoland, Great Lakes area, and after today they are starting the Great Lakes and Rust We Trust Mordheim League.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Tanner's life was changed when he played
Yeah.
that board.
No way. Really?
Yeah, he's stoked on it.
Oh yeah.
That is so
Him and
cool.
Robbie and who else was
Scott, Rob,
Tanner.
Nate, Tanner. I believe those four. I think there's someone else from the area.
it? Is Scott from this area?
He's from like
Scott. Yeah.
around.
Scott and Robbie have known each other since they were 5
so
years
I'm
old.
sure
they're
they
they're
will-
locals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they'll be playing.
Maybe Tony Block. Tony Block's from.
That's
around here.
Nate.
Oh,
Nate is from.
Nate is the bald gentleman out there
Yes.
who is.
his name is not.
No. Listen, I'm sure Tony Block is a reference to something that none of us know, but
He
it
is
is his
responding
handle.
to it.
Yes, he is
I've
responding
been calling
to
him
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, he thinks it's
the
funny.
whole
and
time.
He's
Oh
fine with
my
it.
goodness.
Block. Okay.
I mean, it's his handle. It's like
I mean, but
it's like someone
Hey,
saying,
Tony.
"Hey, Stonejaw."
his
See,
name is
it's the things that
Nate.
like it
Oh,
feels
jeez.
super cringe, but like, if you mostly know people online, it
Yeah,
almost feels like.
Change that motherfucker's name in the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now.
No, I've been calling. I've been calling Rob. I've been calling Partist all.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, I just been Partist. That's very. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Tony Block.
Also, quick shout out to Robbie for coming out and supporting all
Dude,
week. He's
Robbie-
not here right now. But
Yeah. He's an adult with a wife and children and responsibilities, so he's made every day of the con so far. But he has got to leave before
7
it gets
p.m.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a total champ. Love
Yeah.
that guy.
Really
He's
is.
awesome. Such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
A power user on the Discord.
Yes.
Frequent poster. Very active poster. Almost certainly must be working from home. But yeah, he's been a joy to hang out with.
So Seb, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Pleasure.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
guys. All right, have a good one.
Yeah.
Send in Rory.
Yeah. We're just playing this game. It's really fun.
I want to do a show and tell real quick before Rory comes
Oh.
in. I have something for you
Oh boy.
to see.
All right. So hold on one second.
So
no.
so
Oh, no.
before
Oh,
Rory
the wild
jumps
man.
in, I have something for Phil to look at.
Oh my God.
Something very exciting. You don't have to go, Rory.
No, come on in. Oh, he's going to get pizza or
And
something.
here is the reveal.
Oh my God, dude!
What
Look at
is-
this.
what?
This is a corn gore. I don't know exactly what edition. Maybe 6th or 7th Fantasy Battle. They had Chaos marked Beastmen, and this is one of the corn gores. The corn marked Beastmen. He's got a fucking chainmail shroud on. He's covered in the corn sigil all over his goddamn armor. He's got some skulls hanging from his belt. Dude, this is fucking amazing. Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
I
is
knew you would
beautiful.
enjoy that. You've looked
Yeah,
at it
yeah,
every
yeah.
time we go over there. So
If I could, I would buy all this shit,
I
know.
that was.
But I can't wait. This is a very nicely painted model. You better fucking believe I'm stripping this
Oh,
thing
of
and just
course.
painting it.
Yeah.
And that was something I was thinking about when I was at the Bits Bazaar. I'm looking at that, getting that, and I'm also seeing like boxes of the old. Like I played Lizardmen with plastic models, so I think if I was to play Fantasy Battle again, it would be just recollect the plastic kits because those Lizardmen metal kits really are bad. But it just made me want to just pick up like 3 boxes of Lizardmen stuff and just I'm just gonna build this and paint this and have a fantasy 6th ed army ready to rock.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk and excitement over 6th edition with us this weekend.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you. I'll kiss you off, Pod. But in here now we have our new friend Rory. Rory from
friends.
Calgary, Alberta.
Yes.
Rat boy minis.
Rat boy. And then brought these in case.
Oh, dude.
Who didn't get one? Who didn't
This
get one?
this
Oh,
sticker.
Everyone take one.
They're so good.
All right.
Everyone
this
take one.
one.
I have that
Dude,
one.
This
I-
is
a
this
word
is a
picture.
Terry ass sticker.
Yeah, it is. I grabbed that one and I loved that one because they're
So there's
all
3
good,
stickers
though.
on the table. One's green with Rizzo glitching in the Matrix. The other one says "Rat Boy's my savior" with Jesus holding a rat, and then "Rat Boy, the yellow one with a kangaroo derping.
Dude, this Rat Boy yellow one, it straight up looks like a Prodigy Rip T-shirt. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so cool. I love it. Great work, man.
Thank
Because
you.
you designed
So-
all these, right? You did all this.
I knew Adepticon was coming, and I wanted to have something because I knew it was just basically a sticker trading convention.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
You know it.
So I was just like, I wanted to make something fun. The yellow one is I saw Steven's design, where it's like Big Boy Game Times, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then he did the one for Dellon, and I was like, I really like that design. I'm just gonna straight rip it.
Yeah.
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 So how
the
did
way
you
to
end
go.
up in the Grimdark hallway? Are you on in Rust We Trust Discord? Or?
Yeah, the answer that I've been given to that is I signed up for it ages ago, and then I was like, this is a lot going on, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it got buried in my Discord.
I find Discord very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm in about 3 of them, and
Mm-hmm.
I can really only give any attention to Inrust.
The fact that you're in only 3
Yeah.
is like a spectacle because I'm in like 50, and I literally just any of them that I only like. The In Rust one is at the way top.
Yeah.
Just so I like. I just click the top one, and that's the only one I look at.
Yeah. Well, as we know, I'm very social media averse.
Fair.
But yeah,
But
to-
yeah. So again,
how'd
how
I end
did
up
you end
here?
up here? Yeah.
So I ended up here because I clicked with Dellon a couple months ago. It was just like one of those things. Like I think it was just on Instagram. It's like, oh, I like your shit and blah blah blah. And then we started shooting the shit, and then it was just like, fuck it, you want to just hobby online together?
Yeah.
So we just had like a friends date,
Oh, that's cool.
and we did that.
we love friends dates.
Yeah.
It was great. We were both like, it was like we were 10. It's like oh, I hope he likes me. I hope this goes well. But yeah, we did that a couple times, and then Dellon said like, hey, oh no, that's what it was. He had rules for another game he's developing, and he's like, I need notes, and so I did some notes just for shits and giggles. Mailed him my draft of all this-
Mailed?
like did it, printed it, put notes, mailed it back to
Wow,
him.
that is freak shit.
That's
You
awesome.
are a freak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And then did that, and then through that he was like, "Hey, you make some like hatties and art. Do you want to do some art for Void Horizon?" And so like the band, so the what is it? The borders for the stuff that they had today, and some of the art that they've been showing is like the stuff that I made.
Oh hell yeah!
Awesome.
Cool.
Which is first I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it." And he's like, "Oh, it's a commission." I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is real.
This is a real thing.
This is a real thing."
So what is sort of your lane in the tabletop hobby? Are you an RPG guy, a miniatures guy,
I would say
an artist, a player?
He's a player for
Definitely
sure.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, after spending 12 hours playing Mordheim.
Yeah.
It better be. I would say the lane that it started off probably when I got back into it, the lane was in painting.
Yeah.
And then,
And now you said got back, and that's like a recurring theme with fucking everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is something
Yeah.
this is something that everyone is sort of just like revisiting from their formative years.
Listen, it's the thing of like when you were young and you
He's
didn't
like, I
have
couldn't
money.
afford this
Yeah.
shit,
And now you're an
I
adult
was
and you
too
have
stupid to
money.
learn how
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
yeah. So I went back to super gluing my fingers together.
Yeah.
And it rocks.
Did a great
Yeah.
job.
I
last night.
got a chemical burn.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So you got one, and then I guess like a couple hours later, I was like screaming because all the tips of my fingers were getting burnt as well.
Were you using the
from-
fixer?
Yeah, the CA
Yeah.
glue. I use that CA glue. I use the accelerator at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use whatever that zap glue was though. And the two of those together was like
When
getting
they would touch?
electrocuted. Yeah, it was insane.
Do you use, so what do you, not the CA glue, do you use like the Gorilla Glue stuff?
I use the actual like the other half of that. What you're quote unquote supposed to use. The other Bob Smith.
Oh, Bob Smith. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But yeah, so in it now as like a paint, or gone back into it as a painter, but the more that I've been doing that, the more I'm like, the painting's nice, but I kind of like want to make freak shit. So I started like kit bashing like my orc stuff together because I'm like, I want Gas Skull, but I don't want to drop money for that one that GW sells.
Yes.
So I made like a janky Gas Skull that just started painting it like a couple months ago. and
Oh,
still
that's
haven't finished it.
awesome.
did
Yeah.
you see that sick gas skull thing upstairs at the Golden Demon?
No, I haven't.
I haven't even looked up there. I don't
There's
even want
a-
to talk
there's
about
a-
Golden Demon.
It's all 4.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
all
like through the eras?
3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
And it's like him on
Oh.
like this like time machine
With his
thing.
old claw, like the real.
Yes.
ugly one.
And there's like a quote around it. It's like Gazgul peers into the past and sees his old selves. and
Oh, that's so
looks in the
sick.
future.
And
for-
like knows more about his future
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that.
See, if I had found that third edition Gaz, the one who looks like a big mega knob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I found that here, I would be really hard pressed to walk away from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But making your own is way better.
It is, and like it's just like it's part of the leaning into trusting the process, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
like, fuck it.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for me, as far as like the learning process of the hobby is trusting yourself.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
like the number one. Don't second guess. Just keep throwing shit in until
Yes.
it looks good.
Well, that's what the beauty of like last night was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I haven't built anything in months, and then last night suddenly there's 5 minis on the table. 3 of them are fully painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you just buckle down and you got people there saying like, just do it.
Yeah, everyone's just like positively like reaffirming. It's like, fucking, that's great, that's
Yeah.
freaky. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do it. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going
yeah,
in a
yeah.
grinder anyway.
Just saying now, one of them is going to be destroyed in less than an hour.
Yeah.
No, come on.
And then
We're
like
getting
the other good thing about working in a group like that is like you had people going absolutely like insane, like oh, okay, this person has like a unicorn head but like a baby strapped to like the chest or something like that, and it's like, well, now I don't think my idea is like as ridiculous as this thing with like a
Just lean into the crazy.
They have a toothpick or a tooth. That was yours though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is honestly, you were probably the zaniest of them. I keep showing yours off when people look at theirs. I'm like, this one has a dental picker as the
Dude, I was
as
showing
the
that
wing
off.
as
Oh
the
my
banner.
God.
The dude who
I need
runs
to-
the
okay, so
grinder
I remember this
looked
one
at
because
that.
this
and
one
I
looks-
I was gonna floss my
this one looks
teeth
too
with
good
this.
to
I thought that might be gross.
Oh,
That guy was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Sailman?
cool.
Sailman?
Sailman is
Yeah.
awesome. Oh,
No.
dude, there's so
Those are my
many
grinder babies.
great paint jobs
And
too.
now, so
Thank
are,
you.
Are you very much just like a solo? Like, do you have anyone in your area that you collaborate with or play games with? Or
I
anything
got
like
a couple
that?
buds that I every blue moon I play with.
Yeah.
But they're working in the film industry, so their hours are fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And when they get breaks, their life is like lined up
Is
already.
there a lot of film stuff
In
going
Alberta?
on?
There is.
Yeah.
Like not as big as like say like Vancouver or Toronto, but
yeah,
there is
yeah.
a lot of film
No, I
work.
know every movie that's set in New York is just famously filmed in Vancouver.
Mhm.
Is there like a neighborhood of Vancouver that looks like New York?
I know someone's done a map of it before or something.
Oh,
like that.
really?
I
Wow.
for there's what is it? There's what the guy, I forget the guy's channel on YouTube. He doesn't make videos anymore, but he's from Vancouver and he did a video essay on like Vancouver subbing in for different like Vancouver's
really?
the set like they filmed Rumble in the Bronx in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, really
Dude, I
good
was
movie.
I was Jackie Chan super fan. when I
Oh,
was a
dude, me
kid.
too.
Then
First
you find
Strike
out
was
he
great.
is a horrible guy.
Yeah, I mean most actors are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have another prolific In Rust We Trust member in Calgary, Hobby Dungeon Andrew, who could not be at
Sadly.
Adepticon this year. So I feel like you guys should link up.
Yeah. 'Cause-
He's always talking about trying to like get something going in Calgary.
because that's what I think like at least from my experience it's been
What's so funny?
I don't know. I'm having like weird acid flashbacks. I don't know what's going on. Like my experience is like there's a couple gaming clubs, and they'll have their 40K nights and whatnot. But the moment you get out of like 40K or AOS or Kill Team,
Yeah.
it like drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
off
We
a
have
cliff.
that same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are always going to gravitate towards what is the most accessible.
Yeah. So I think like I would definitely want to hook up with him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he writes games. He's
That's like
a-
another level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would just love to find people and be like, yo, so here's this thing that's on Instagram and it was called Nemo.
Yeah.
How can we do this in Calgary?
Yeah.
I can tell you. You go to your local VFW hall, you ask how much it is, book it in advance,
Perfect.
Make a Reddit post.
make a Reddit post,
Yeah.
and
Pray to God.
you're-
See what happens.
Just-
2/3
yeah.
of the way done.
Perfect.
if you don't mind being in the hole, like a couple $100 or splitting it amongst a couple people, like
Just
if,
do it.
if you can make some boards, like the boards are easy. The boards are the easiest part.
Yeah, we just had some of the Chi-Town guys in here earlier, and they're starting the Great Lakes in Rust We Trust sleeper cells. So we got to get one going in
nice.
in
Alberta one?
Central
Yeah.
Canada. Yeah.
We're branching out. You know, it's like a fight club. Oh, so
and
we
everyone
can't talk about that.
No,
Yeah,
but everyone has
sorry.
like a patch. Everyone just has like
Yeah.
a chapter
Yeah, yeah,
patch. Fuck, that'd be cool.
So, what was your favorite thing that happened at Adepticon?
Oh Jesus Christ. Well, it's not done.
well, that's,
that's
true.
true.
It's kind of done for me. But
Yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
You're tapping out
thanks.
now?
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite part of the con has probably been like the connections and friends that I've made here. I said it to Dellon a couple of weeks ago where it's like, yeah, like come and do this and blah 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 blah, and it's like, so like, I'm a little nervous because like meeting people and it's like, I've like seen some of these guys, like you
Yeah,
guys, like
yeah,
I've
Yeah,
seen
we've
on
chatted a whole bunch
like
on
we,
Instagram.
but even then, I'm like, I would say that was like very like surface stuff.
Yeah,
It's like,
because
yo,
you
you
want
want
to
to
go crazy on
Yeah.
someone like until you meet them.
Yeah.
No, that's not me, man. I pour it all in every conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tanner, release your game, please. I love you. And it's just like, shut up. Stop.
Who are
Who
you?
are you?
You're Goobertown, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
Goobertown Hobbies.
Yeah.
No, that's Fury's boy, straight up.
Yeah, he's my guy.
Yeah.
My
But
guy.
it was like, it was a nervousness of like coming into this. It's like, fuck, like, I hope it goes well because like, fuck, I'm in Chicago and I don't know anyone.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
You
And
fit
then,
right in.
well, like
Yeah.
the moment I came in, it's like, here's Tanner, here's Steven. Oh, by the way, here's Trent from Mixcast. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, man.
I think he just happened to be there at the moment.
he's just
But
hanging
I
out.
can see how that
Trent
you
is
walk
on the
in.
and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, I do forget that he is in the Discord. He's been there for like a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the favorite part was just making the connections, and it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, everyone's cool.
Yeah.
This is rad. Like, it's been 3 years of not being able to like build a community. Like now there's faces to names and all that shit, and I feel like
Yeah.
now I could like reach out to like you guys, be like, yo, what's up, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Literally,
absolutely.
come to Massachusetts or Connecticut anytime.
Seriously.
You can come chill and
Come to an
crash.
event.
Yeah, come.
Yeah.
Don't just come to Massachusetts or Connecticut.
There's nothing.
Well,
to do
no,
here.
if I
There's
just
nothing
come
to
there,
do.
I feel like I'm just sitting in a field. Then it's like, well, they just told me
We
to
got a
come
lot of
here.
old
Like,
Yeah. I'm here now. What's happening?
Yeah.
There's some
There was-
I
covered
will
bridges.
Yeah.
Dave, my buddy Dave from England, from the Dungeon Punk podcast, he came out to America. He came all the way to America. Literally, his quote: "I just want to go see like Walmart and check out like Wonder Bread."
They don't have Walmart in.
My boy from Mexico said the same thing.
It's unhinged.
He's like, let me see a Taco Bell because I know it's fucked up. And I was like, all right.
And he was stoked. Like we went into Walmart, and he grabbed a loaf of Wonder Bread. And he was so like ecstatic, smile on his face, like take a picture.
Oi, Mike! This is crazy, Mike.
Spot on.
You sound
dude.
just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, going back to what you were saying before, it's just like that just grows everything. It's like an amalgamation of just all of us, like smushed together. That's what's going to like build the new generation of like, freaks making freak stuff and like pushing each other to do things like
Totally.
make this game, do this thing, make
Yeah.
this warband. You can do it, kind of thing, which is huge.
Can I tell you the freak idea that I had like
Yes.
a couple months
Yes,
ago, and
please
now
do.
it got reignited in my brain. So the idea that I had was to do, tentatively would be called like Rat Boy Road Trip,
Oh
I
shit!
like
And-
where this is going.
Yeah,
and basically would like connect, say like with like 5 different like to start, to like connect with like 3 or 5 different hobby bros, and be like, hey, so do you mind if I just come and crash on your couch, and then we just either get fucked up or just hang out, and I'm just gonna have a fucking like weird rat nose on, and we're gonna do videos and make shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That
just
is
like,
a cool
and
idea.
then be like start here, go there, go here, and end. And there's just like a little travel log almost.
Dude,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You should also wear costumes depending on where in the world you are.
Oh.
Or just like as it goes along, the rat costume just starts to take
More
over.
elaborate.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Become more of a rat.
That is really
dark
cool.
Just a-
sub theme to your content creation.
Yeah.
It's turning into a furry channel.
Oh no.
No, what was that show on FX? It was an Aussie show where the dude was a dog in a dog costume.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It starts with a W.
Wilbur?
Wilfred.
Wilfred.
Wilfred?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wilfred.
Yeah. It just becomes that in the end.
That is
I've
awesome.
never seen it. I don't know. I don't really watch TV.
Well, anything you want to add? Anything you want to like to tie
Any
us
last
up?
thing to promote?
Yeah, definitely. Did you said your Instagram, right?
Rat Boy Minis
Yeah.
on
There's
Instagram.
Other spaces.
There
in between?
is
I think there's
the-
underscores
There's the
between each
underscores
one.
in each word, but honestly, you just find it, and it's the picture as Rat Boy. I'm probably gonna put the yellow sticker as my.
Oh yeah.
Logo
Go to any
after
of
it.
our profiles. He's in the followers. and
You'll find
following.
him.
He's
Yeah.
there.
No, the only other thing I would say is like, thank you guys for organizing the Grimdark Alley, and making that happen. This was
Yeah.
an amazing
Dude,
space.
thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
That-
If no one
it doesn't
shows up,
exist.
if you
know?
don't show up, it's us in here, with our dicks in our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we
You
were
know.
doing that anyway.
Yeah,
We do that
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I assume what happens when like everyone else leaves. You're like, oh fuck, they're
Yeah.
finally gone.
Yeah.
We're here till 3 a.m. for a reason.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
But no, thank you guys. This was awesome. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to coming back next year and checking out Nemo.
Yeah, dude. Please
Yeah.
come.
Hell yeah, dude.
Big
Hell
chiller.
yeah. All right. Well,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in a
Thanks
few
for the
minutes to grind
stickers.
some minis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Totally.
Oh, I'm gonna leave this. Whoever wants to fucking draw a sketch or anything.
Oh, yes, I do.
hell yeah.
I've been
Very
like
cool.
making. I've been making like like gathering. I've been gathering them.
Yes.
over
Okay.
time.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
oh,
Okay.
super
We'll make sure that gets
cool.
back to you.
Oh.
All right. Make sure I just saw Evan run the other way.
Yeah, he's trying to
Send
get
him in.
away. Yeah, a super friend
You
of the
want to do a
pod.
question real quick?
Yeah, let's
Well,
do a
what's up?
question,
We'll
and
speed
Evan can
round-
jump into
Evan
it.
can hang in, and we'll just
Yeah,
speed
yeah,
round
yeah.
through the questions.
Because Evan gets a little bit more respect. than
Yes.
us. Evan is the
Respect on the
unofficial
Yeah.
unofficial
all these
fifth
guys.
mic.
Throw some respect on it.
Steven's
Yeah, throw some
looking in
respect
right
on
now.
Evan. And then
we're
we're
gonna read
gonna
all of my questions.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go through some
And
questions,
I have
and then we're gonna get the hell out of here and grind some more,
We're
more
gonna-
minis.
Speed round it. Evan can give
Oh.
a quick tidbit if he's got something.
All right, well, while
No,
he's
dude,
he's
Evan's
taking his
gonna
damn
be.
time. Do you want to go through
Evan will
yours
be a
first?
big time.
Yes. You can cut whatever you want cut.
Yes.
What do you mean
After.
cut?
Speed round of these questions, baby.
Oh, we're speed round questions,
We're
and you're
speed
on,
rounding.
Evan. We're
Here
gonna.
he is.
we're gonna
Fred
hear-
Durst.
But we wanted to do questions with you too, because it's like
So we have a sub theme of every episode that has just naturally have been happening of paying the Evan tax, where we
Yeah.
just talk about
You
how
have
much
to
we
be
love
tough.
you, Evan, every episode.
Yep.
So now that you're actually here, we can pay it in person.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But you have to wait until we punish you with all these
Yeah, we're
questions.
gonna do some
okay.
questions real quick, and then we'll do the
Just
the
general
Evan
questions,
through
though.
yours.
the
You
Evan
go first,
discussion.
you go
Go
first.
through mine.
And you
All
can
right.
jump in, but Evan, if you want to, it should be like this far away, and if you can lift it up and lower it if you
Okay.
need to, or however works for you. Like I have mine super high.
All right, boom. First question. Totally not panicking. Said, who is the most deranged sleeper in the crew? Who's got the best snore? Examples, please.
Yeah,
All right,
Phil,
you know
why
the
don't
answer.
you?
Okay.
I feel like
Matt's
I feel
being
like
cheeky. Matt's being cheeky. The answer is obviously Steve. I get about 45 minutes of sleep at a time.
Yeah,
Before I
it's
have
pretty
to
fucked up.
get out of bed, physically assault Steve, fall
I
back
will
asleep.
say though, last night I didn't hear much of a snore. I also punished everyone with the TV super loud, but you were more of like a you were like,
Like a cartoon?
yeah, you were like a burble last night.
Yeah.
It was very
A
funny.
burble?
Yeah.
It's funny because I took forever to fall asleep because you were snoring.
I know I
Oh,
definitely
dude, they
snored.
canceled each other out, Phil. So you're fucking good.
I definitely
Two
snored.
snores
All
make
right,
it quiet.
Second question, totally not panicking. How many teeth did Phil lose to crypt acrylic?
Oh, yes, the fight happened.
Yeah,
They
the
fought.
fight. The
I
fight
had to-
happened.
I had to
all
hold
actually
Phil back.
all of my teeth fell out into his mouth while we were
Yeah.
kissing.
And now he's going to be kid bashing.
It's fucked up. Chris is one of the people that I wanted to talk to most on the podcast, and he is MIA right
He
now.
went to bed the second we walked back from the Golden Demon.
Oh yeah,
He
He
said,
is
"Guys,
so
I've been up
nice.
since 4 a.m. I would love to hang." but
yeah,
I
yeah,
need to go to
yeah.
bed."
Chris is one of I want to say 4 people in the circle that's got something in Golden Demon right now. We
Yeah.
have Chris at Crypt Acrylic. We've got Scottamancer. We've got Ian, IPT Minis,
Yep.
and then we've got the goddamn boy Mike at Gundam Official.
Yeah.
Someone's getting a fucking pin. Someone's getting.
if they
a,
don't,
If someone gets a pin,
Cause a
ooh
ruckus.
boy,
we're losing
ooh
our
boy.
shit. All right, next question. Colsifer_28 says, "How are you alive?" I'm assuming that's to my terrible sleep schedule. Cole, I don't know.
And he's not, actually.
I'm
yeah,
not alive.
we're all
I am
pretty.
He's marching towards death much faster
much
than
faster
everyone
than
else.
Yeah, he's
Next
been dead
question from
inside for
Ratboy
years.
Minis, who was just here, says, "Who has more power, the long-haired dirtbags or the hardcore bald punks?"
The hardcore
Oh.
ball punks.
yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Ratboy and I got some pretty beautiful.
yeah,
hair.
Yeah, but we're bald.
yeah.
I
Rat
think
Boy's got the
Tanner could
Pantene
fuck
Pro
you
V.
up.
Tanner could definitely fuck me up and fuck me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your hair gets stuck in machines.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
Weird.
Fuck Mary
Tanner.
Hill,
Dude,
Tanner,
I
would
picture
fuck him.
Tanner fighting like a crazy chimpanzee,
He's probably he's got those arms, bro.
Yeah.
Length,
howling.
girth.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
dude,
next
that's gonna
question.
sound
Now that
great.
the fucking thing is blown out, at Haley Vaughn says Steve is so hot, I'm fangirling.
Wow.
Wow. Who is this?
I don't know. That's crazy.
I don't know.
How cool is Table War? That's from at It's What Evan.
Dude, we had a great chance to share the space with Table War where we
Yeah.
were forcibly ejected.
Yeah,
from
no,
our-
no,
no,
it was
no,
totally-
we were not
Oh.
forcibly
It was-
objective. We were
It was
guilt
totally
tripped.
it was totally diplomatic. I got nothing.
They were very nice. And
Yeah, they were very kind, understanding, patient,
really good.
charitable.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I
They
will
came
say,
in here dragging a huge sign and
They were wondering what we were doing in their space.
Yeah. Speaking to us like children.
but we are just beautiful
Well, yeah,
children
we
of
are
this
beautiful
world.
children.
And they understood that.
But that's fine. They have a totally cool company. Give
They
them your
gave
money.
us a great timeline, like a super. They were like, "Well, you have a bunch of time to get out of here, so it's okay. You have about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna be having our event.
You have to
here."
leave.
So, yeah, well, you slowly have to leave our space, but
In
luckily,
5 minutes.
All right, next question.
Next question from. This is from at Colsifier. It's literally just our friends asking
Who
stupid
gives a
questions.
shit?
It's great.
All
At
that
Coles-
listens to this fucking podcast.
It's our bestest buddy Cole. We're gonna stop and see him on Monday on the way home.
Yes.
Full list of everything you've eaten since you left home, including paints.
Pizza.
Should we just go over our
Peanut butter
favorite thing that we ate? Because even that is
Oh, you
like
know
a
what?
very narrow list.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna top this. There's no way you can top this. I loved the $4 apple I got today.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a $3 pair.
What?
Wow.
Was it mealy? Phil got a mealy apple the other day.
Well, that was at a rest stop.
Mealy?
The apple
Mealy.
You don't know what that means?
Like I had
Mealy.
to fight someone for this fucking apple.
Mealy?
Not melee. Meal like MEALI. It's a texture thing.
Yeah.
It's like a
no
fuck.
idea what
it's
the
like a
fuck you're
soft.
talking
It's like
apple.
a fucked up.
squishy-
It's like a
squishy
fucked
fucking
up
apple.
texture.
Yeah, it's like
You're the only one
sandy.
who doesn't know what this is.
You're the vegetarian. You don't know anything
the
about fruits or
vegetarian that
vegetables.
doesn't-
No, bro. No.
All right. Well, Google it later. Mealy.
What's your most fucked up thing you ate this week?
About 35 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Dude, shout out peanut butter and jelly
Yeah,
sandwich.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah. Speaking of Trent, miscast Trent, he had his first peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and we
dude,
all looked
you
at
know-
him like,
no.
"You've never
That's
had
like a
that?"
famous thing. Australians don't know what the fuck peanut butter is.
Yeah.
They think it's the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah, and then so he made one on shitty white bread,
What was
like
his
you
vibe?
should eat it, and
He was stoked.
he hated it. He was like, "This is a really bad texture."
That's very funny.
I really wish I
Like,
gave
this is
him that
not
hot
very
dog.
good.
I really wish I.
yeah.
We
The
ordered the
7-Eleven
7-Eleven hot dogs, and I was so hungry that I said, "I'm eating this instead." And I just never gave it to him.
I asked Trent, like, how.
Oh, okay. We got another.
Oh,
homie
we
here.
got the boy. We'll
I have to take a hard piss in a
yeah,
second.
you piss.
so we'll
Let's
get
Yeah.
bring. We'll talk to Mike real quick, and then
Any
we'll
more
we'll
questions?
talk all
shut
of
it out
us.
with
Any
that.
more
We
questions?
got.
Talk
Oh, hold on. We
You're
got
just
one.
staying- You're just staying on Mike, Evan.
Yeah, Evan, you're
Yeah,
you're
Evan,
stuck.
you're not
Yeah,
going
right.
anywhere.
Any other
Don't
crazy
think you're getting
foods?
away.
Anything else?
I
Any
don't know. I
other
ate
crazy
a lot of White Castle.
The White
and was
Castle,
constipated
dude.
for
White
Shout out
Castle's
White
fucked
Castle.
up. Shout out the lady that was
I
working
took
by
a
herself.
shit that was a
Two's,
perfect
like,
mold of my large
super-
intestine.
Yeah.
Two people working. I
Two
heard.
people working. There's like 300 sliders on the grill, and it's just the two of them. People are falling asleep in the drive-through.
Oh yeah. Someone in the car fell asleep in the drive-through line. People had to come inside to get their
Wasn't
food.
somebody throwing up when we
Yeah.
left?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grab Mike Gundam official.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna grab his
My
penis.
Yeah. Go grab
A lot
him.
of dick jokes on this episode, guys. Calm it down. All right.
Well, listen, we've been hanging with the boys. What can you do? I don't know. Like, it's
Have you spoken a single word since you sat down?
No, he
Yeah,
has.
I
Oh,
totally
okay.
been-
I mean, I don't know. I'm out of my mind right now.
Yeah, you're on about 35 Red Bulls, and we're ready to go to we're ready to go grind some meat after this. So, Evan, anyways,
Yes.
we have you here, and this is like a huge thing because we've talked about you on every episode. We made sure to sneak it in at least a little bit. We have Gundam official coming and joining us too.
Gundam official at Gundam official, aka Mike.
Mike, I just
Man,
gave Evan
the
this
myth,
spiel
the
too,
legend,
but
the-
talk
Did
about
I sent
this
intern
distance in
Seb
there.
out to find you? Did he find you?
He found me.
Oh, boy.
Is this how we talk?
Yeah, about like
Like
that.
white knuckling the mic?
Honestly, you don't
That's how
have to,
I
but
hold it like I'm fucking Glenn Danzig.
Dude,
But
you're
that-
about to grind the mic.
that distance is perfect.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, so yeah, we finally have you here.
Yep.
We finally have It's What Evan live in the flesh after mentioning every single episode like a fact or like a hobby tip that we've learned from you. So
Yeah.
we
An
got you here.
anecdote.
Yeah. Plot twist. I'm really not that interesting.
No,
I
that's
think you're
not
really interesting.
true. He's very
Yes,
humble
agreed.
though, as you can tell. So first off, give us I mean, everybody knows your It's What Evan, but like give us a rundown of who you are as a person, including social security number.
Oh God. Oh God.
Start with the social.
All right, let's talk about hobby first. What's your
Yeah,
history with
I
tabletop
guess.
games?
Okay, so I found a box of Chaos Space Marines at Goodwill for 99 cents.
Oh,
When was
yeah.
This was in high school. So I sat on that box of minis for 5
Wait, so
years.
you bought that with no concept of what these were?
Okay, so when I was in high school, we were mobbing on Dawn of War, and Dawn of War was sick as fuck.
Right.
Good game.
Yeah.
Solid game. And so when I found the minis, like I knew what they were,
Yeah.
and I also knew it was like expensive as fuck, and there's no way I was going to be able to get them at full price.
Yeah.
So finding them at Goodwill, it became my mission after that to find Warhammer at Goodwill.
Oh, really?
Did you have more like big finds?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so this is the thing.
Failure.
Okay, so I did find a box of orcs
Okay.
several years later,
Yeah.
and that was my first. Those were my first minis that I painted up, and I like planned to like make this whole orc army and shit.
Dude, everybody starts with the orcs, it feels like. There's so many orc players.
Yeah. And I started with like craft barrel paints, like in my in my kitchen.
Sick.
Yeah, just horrible
good shit, Apple
yeah,
Barrel.
yeah. Shout out Apple Barrel.
think they're
guess.
still great.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean,
paint.
They are. Stop talking shit, dude.
yeah, but when I
Albedo
turned
rocks.
30, I was like, I want to do something to exercise the creative side of my brain. So
Yeah.
I got going on the minis, and then I got onto
What
Instagram.
was your first? No, what was your first miniature purchase? Like, was it like the
Yeah.
I'm an adult now? What was that process?
Oh God. Okay, so I think my first like legitimate purchase was the Forge World. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Money bags.
yeah, real shit.
Yeah, don't
I'm an
joke.
adult.
No, but it just took me so long to paint those 10 fucking orc boys that like
Yeah.
I had time to like peruse. But yeah, it was the Forge World Commando like orc conversion kit.
Whoa, sick.
Yeah,
That's
and it-
Oh, I remember that.
Dude,
It's
it was
a fucking
it's-
sick kid.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. OOP. Rip.
And then were you playing then too, or was it just
No.
like you just bought and built?
Bought and built. I did not play. I don't think I played a game until Brian Ruhe and I met.
Really?
That was the first time. I have never played a game of 40K ever. I collected minis. But yeah, I collected minis and painted them for like 3 years. I got super hyped. Like in 2016, there was the Outguard event, and I got introduced to the whole Inquisitor 28 scene.
Yeah.
That fucking blew my mind.
Yeah.
So that's when I started making weird freak shit. And actually, the Weir brothers, between the Bolter and me.
Wire.
Yeah.
Wire.
No,
Sorry.
we've
Sorry.
talked to them
They are
about
friends
it.
of the
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Put
Friends of the
respect
pod.
on it.
We've talked to them about it, and they say everybody makes that mistake, so
Okay.
it is
All right.
okay.
Sorry, Wire brothers.
Yeah, but it's the
Love
wires.
you. It was their. They posted some True Scale Marines or like
Oh,
a
yeah.
guide on how to do them.
Yeah, it's a good blog
think I remember
post.
that.
Yeah.
I know that blog post.
So I did one, and they like, I like tagged them in the post, and they were super cool and encouraging about it. And so yeah, I just started kicking off the Inquisitor 28 scene from True Scale Marines.
So that was your kind of like first warband. Did you start like that? You were like, okay, I'm gonna make Inc 28 warband.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everybody when they get started in the Inquisitor 28 scene, like you make a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm going to make this sick warband. And then you make like 3 models and paint like one of them.
Yeah.
And then you can move on to something else, you know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I started gaming that I really started finishing projects.
Yeah.
So,
You bang out miniatures
Yes.
faster than anyone
dude,
I know.
Yeah, it's
that,
crazy.
that is all Matt, though. Well, I don't want to say that's all Matt because I'm actually doing the fucking painting. but-
Yeah.
He came in and he was building stuff and he, Evan, paint this. I don't want to paint it.
Okay, so yeah, like little side note, highlight of this trip, I sat down to paint the mechs that we brought, and Matt comes down,
What
sits.
Max? You
We'll
haven't even talked
get to
about
that.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
get
get
to
to
that.
that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have
We're
to.
gonna
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about mechs, people.
So some not so secret mech project that I've been working on. I primed the models, I was painting them. Matt came down and painted them with me. And Matt is the reason I paint the way I do.
Yeah, and so that's kind of recent then that you started painting that way, or
Yeah,
have
yeah,
you been
yeah.
doing it for a while?
Well, so
It's
Matt
been a while now.
Yeah, it's been a while now,
Yeah.
like maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
But before that, I was doing the pure oils with the Zorn palette, which was also something that Matt like showed off and like made look super rad.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so, as we were just alluding to, you are in Rust We Trust BattleTech ambassador. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about your history with BattleTech.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So back before high school, before I got involved in miniature painting, my cousin and I mobbed on MechWarrior 2 on Windows
course.
95.
Who
Yeah.
didn't?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, greatest game.
Dude, if I go back and play that game now, it would be so rough.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even know what I'm looking at. But anyways, so yeah, so we played MechWarrior 2, and he always had a nice computer. He was getting the newest MechWarrior game, and so then, flash forward to years later, I got into BattleTech, and I was like, hey, you want to play? And so him and I started playing. We do our own campaigns and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's really just me and my cousin, like every like once a month maybe getting together
Yeah.
and playing.
So sick.
Yeah,
We
it's
love
rad.
playing with
That
our
rules.
cousins, folks.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Is he painting his models, or are you painting them for him?
He is not a hobbyist. He has
Okay.
no interest in owning miniatures at all.
Oh.
So I paint everything. I show up and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I found this super sweet new mech. Like, let's rock it." And he's like, "Yeah, cool, man."
Now,
So-
because I know you've made like house rule mech stuff going on,
A
and
little bit.
How does he? Is he down with that, like house rule stuff?
Oh yeah,
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Like he's one of the freaks. Like if he played miniature games, he'd be like, "Yeah, let's just roll off. Like whatever, Like,
Cool.
oh, that sounds
Yeah.
cool. Let's do that."
Not competitive at all.
No,
That's
no, yeah. We're always just like making stuff up on the fly, and it's great.
So does he know about what about the mechs?
Yeah, so I told him about him, and I don't think he like this is a huge deal. This is a pipe dream. I was telling Steve, like this whole mech thing is a pipe dream for me. I never thought this
Mech
was gonna.
thing. Let's elaborate.
Yeah,
The
yes.
mech thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mech release, the getting Anna to sculpt them and getting them cast and selling them, that is crazy to me.
Wait, now what did you do? Have we talked about that on the podcast?
I don't
before?
think so. This is
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
kind of. I mean, it was like a kind of a reveal for Adepticon.
I'm
For
so
the
bad at
attendees,
social
yeah.
media that like
Well,
I have not revealed really anything.
but
about
that's
it,
like.
and
I mean,
know-
it's still kind of fun. I mean, we sold a ton of them at Adepticon, and that was like,
Yeah, we
that was
sold a
huge.
good amount of
but
them.
it sold
I
a
know.
bunch of what? We should introduce what these are. So,
Yeah.
Gardens of Hecate,
Yes.
sculpted 4, right?
Four unique mechs. Yep.
4 unique mechs, 4 BattleTech or another, whatever game.
unknown game.
Yeah, whatever
Non-name
unknown
game.
mech game that you
Yes.
might be
Legally
playing.
distinct mech
some
game
some
played on
futuristic
hexagonal
some
bases.
futuristic fighting machines. Yeah. So yeah, I talked to her in November. I was just like, I had been kicking the idea around for a while because I had this homebrew planet that I want to play a campaign with my cousin, and so I just messaged her and said like, hey, would you be willing to do some sci-fi 6mm battle mechs? And she was like, hell yeah. She said, and the conversation, like, she acknowledged that she had never really done anything like that before, but she was stoked to like give it a shot.
Yeah.
And she nailed it. Like,
Yeah,
these mechs
she-
are insane.
She captured that OG BattleTech
Yes.
feel. Like you look at those old metal models, and it captures it so
Yeah.
well.
And they are also distinctly anisculpts,
Yes.
which is so
Yeah.
rad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those little skulls and little greeble pieces.
Yep.
You can tell it's something that she did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And so those got sculpted. Then the greens were sent to you.
Yeah.
The raw models in green stuff were sent to you.
Yep.
Then you used what was it? Fortress Foundry. Is that
Fortress
what it was?
Figures.
Fortress
Jeff
Figures.
shout out Jeff from Fortress
Yeah.
Figures. Like he did some
Lunatic.
Yes, like he put out. He had a ton of stuff that he had to get ready for different vendors at Adepticon, and
really?
and he pushed ours in and he got them done. We overnighted them. They could not have gotten done a day later. Like
Literally arrived
Yeah.
at like 5 p.m. the day before we left.
Yeah.
And
So-
we were packing them up to put in your car to get over here to Adepticon.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, originally you weren't gonna have them cast. You just were psychotic and commissioned someone to make you custom mechs, which
Yeah.
I back it. It's very
Oh,
cool. Like I mean, we paid Bax Acrylica a bit, like buy one of his models. Like it's cool, but you had no intention of putting these out into the world beyond what you had. Or am I wrong?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I was originally thinking of doing like a few sets in just like a hot pot.
Yeah, like the green stuff press type thing.
Yeah. I was getting all hyped on like a steady crafting video, and gonna make a silicone mold and just hot pot them,
Yep, totally.
But then Steve and I started talking, and we decided, and Steve was pumped about it.
I thought they were the sickest, the greatest idea.
Yeah.
And then like whenever anybody from the crew like heard about it, they were fucking pumped about it. So then it just got me all hyped, and then we ended up, like co-producing them basically.
Gas your friends up.
Yeah.
I think it was met with some form of that's crazy from my friends, but ultimately everyone was very stoked to see them and like have it happen. Like just putting out more cool stuff from our friends.
People have been stoked on them.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah.
Been. They've been selling like crazy.
I have not sold that many personally, so I have not been able to
yeah.
see the people that are like, these are sick.
I feel like such
We'll
a
talk numbers off mic.
I feel like such a degenerate though, because like I haven't been out at the table. Like I've just been like a
No,
little hermit
it's-
in the fucking
you
boardroom.
did your piece.
Yeah.
No, we have our salesman Matt was doing all the
seriously.
all the
Yeah.
hard work
Ton,
pushing
yeah.
product.
Your stickers also are the most eye-catching at the table.
100%.
So
Absolutely.
I think they're all gone now, probably out there at least.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I think someone was like just throwing them at random people that walked by.
And the zines are definitely all gone too.
Yes.
Yes,
And I
Evan
was
did
not
a very
throwing them,
cool
Gage.
BattleTech mini zine.
Yeah.
Do you want to just because they're gone? So
Yeah,
do you want
yeah.
to give people maybe a little spiel of
Yes,
what it was?
yes,
your little
yes.
zine
Yeah.
that you did?
So we're bringing out an issue 1 eventually. So there was a lot of work already done for a zine that I just borrowed to throw into a little mini zine. I threw, like a little forward in there. There was a scenario and there was a little short story. So that's pretty much it. There's some QR codes at the back for like the record sheets.
Yeah.
To use in a unnamed mech game that's pretty popular right now.
Now we did talk we talked at length from a guy from the Foundry.
Oh, your new boy.
My boy.
The
caster.
So this guy,
dude,
he does not do the casting.
No, but he works for
He
them.
works logistics and like distribution, I believe,
Yeah.
for Catalyst Games and their miniature processing, like casting.
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, it was for like whoever the caster. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Who
works with the
Catalyst
caster that
Games
works
uses.
for Catalyst. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
So he came over. He bought some. He was really
bought it.
stoked on it.
Really?
Yeah, he was very stoked on it. I know that because he talked to me for about a half hour about the casting process. So and I was like,
really
man.
excited. to
Yeah,
tell
he
you
was
about
like
it.
very excited about the minis.
We all
and
heard
very-
maybe 5 minutes of it. Terry got the full brunt.
Yeah.
Nice. Good work, Terry.
Yeah, I just nodded. It was a lot of nodding, but he
Yeah.
was a great guy. He was like, super nice.
I think Adepticon is where I nod the most.
Yeah.
Out of the whole year.
Yeah.
My neck is definitely sore.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
like for real.
yeah.
From kit
Lot of
bashing and
nodding.
nodding.
Yeah.
So before we go and grind up some miniatures, let's talk to our last guest. Obviously, Evan. For God's sake, stay on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you're
would
not
love
allowed
to
to
have
go
you on
anywhere.
every goddamn episode.
And you still have to wrap
So-
up.
so-
Tell
Yeah,
us where to
Evan's-
find
Evan's
you,
not
all that
done.
stuff.
Evan's not done.
Oh yeah.
No.
You're shushing
Yeah.
him out the door.
Oh, well,
No, he's not going
We
anywhere.
want to grind some miniatures.
I know. We're really
All right,
stoked
well,
on it.
let's wrap it up real quick then with Evan, so
Yeah, yeah.
so we can move
Yeah,
on.
I guess some
and get this
closure's
pod done.
good.
So, quick summary: where can they find you? And maybe 2-second pitch about the models
Okay.
and where to find them. I guess.
And who's your favorite Hive Scum?
Yes. Who's your
podcast?
favorite Hive
Okay.
Scummer?
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Put it on him like that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
who it's
totally.
gonna.
No, I got a good answer.
You know who it's gonna be.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, we all know what the answer is.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. So yeah, it's what Evan on Instagram. The 2-second pitch about the mechs.
2 seconds.
Anna sculpted them.
Anna sculpted them. Boom.
Guardians
Yeah.
of Hecate.
Dude, if you're sleeping on an Anna's custom sculpt, you're doing something
Oh
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, limited
got
to
one.
100. Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
recommended.
Yeah.
So,
They
so
look.
easy to work
Yours
with.
look so cool, by the way.
Dude, she killed it.
They look so good painted.
Dude, don't use them. You don't play BattleTech. Who gives a fuck? Like play them. Play some Stargrave. Play some Rogue Trader with them.
Use
Bring 'em
them
in the
as your
bathtub.
fucking Terminators in 40K. I do
yeah,
not care.
Bash 'em
seriously.
into Imperial
Dude,
servitors.
bash them up. Be a freak.
Yeah, they'll be on the Under the Dice web store at some point. Evan.
Yeah.
Once I'm out of my side, Evan's gonna have his. There'll be backups. We're down quite a few from Adepticon though.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If you see them online,
What is it?
cop it
100.
before they're gone.
Only 100 sets made, right?
100
sets. And
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna get reprinted. We'll
Yep.
see.
Yep.
They're, cast in metal.
Yeah. The greens
Yeah,
are a
that weight.
little roughed up.
Nice.
We might be
heavy.
able to.
It's not lead, folks.
Not lead.
It's
Not
not
lead.
lead.
You can give it to your kids to play with.
You can lick them.
You can suck
Yeah.
on 'em.
They might be a
Which is nice.
choking
I already
hazard.
started.
Okay.
Okay.
So Evan, thank you so much for
Yeah.
giving
I mean,
that.
you're not allowed
You're not
to go
going
anywhere.
anywhere though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. What was
Oh.
your answer?
Yeah.
Your favorite hive
Oh,
scummer.
sorry.
Well, I was gonna say Gage, but he's being kind of a little needy bitch with this question.
Silly.
I no comment. No comment.
Oh,
okay,
I love you.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, we'll get it off.
Diplomatic.
Summer is Mike Gundam official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our last guest. We have In Rust We Trust power user. We've got friend, tattoo artist, Golden Demon participant,
Heyo.
Mike, aka Gundam official.
Hey,
Mike,
guys.
welcome to the podcast.
Wow.
Hey,
what
welcome.
An intro.
Wow.
That was really good. Christ, Phil. That was
I
beautiful.
like that, man.
He's got to go piss.
Yeah.
He just leaves to go piss.
in the planter.
Well, Gage, there's an open mic now. Gage has been
Yeah,
in the
hop on, man.
periphery for now. So Gundam official, Mike, you're
Yes.
here.
Hello.
I honestly, I really would love to talk to you about like the entering Golden Demon process.
What do you mean the process?
Well, like, so
What made you want to come and
such
do
a-
it?
yeah,
I guess just to see how far I've come in the hobby. Like I haven't really tried to push myself a ton recently, I think. and I just haven't tried my best on a model in a long time, and I wanted to see what that looked like.
Yeah.
You say that,
Yeah.
and like the stuff you post in the Discord is
I mean,
blow my
Yeah.
mind
Thanks,
every time
guys.
you post something.
Yeah.
I just like haven't like really tried to like blend as like perfectly, you know, like really tried to push myself, you
Yeah.
know? Like I get it. I mostly get things to like 80% done and then base them and I'm like, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, well, when do you think? Because this is really a question I've been wondering about. When do you think you like turned from more like like a tabletop painter or something like that to really trying to take display painting seriously, or like bust painting or diorama painting seriously?
Today, I don't know. Yeah, like I would consider myself still like very much like a tabletop painter.
Yeah.
If I'm being totally honest, you
Yeah.
know, because my like job is so creative focused, like hobbying is, you know, like sometimes I feel like if I try and push myself, it feels like my job and I'm not getting that relaxation that I want out
Yeah.
of
I
the
was gonna
hobby.
ask you if you get burnt faster because of that.
I feel like sometimes I do,
Yeah.
and like sometime, and that's why I kind of gravitate to like the grimdark, like weathered style, because it's like a little looser. You really get to have fun.
No one's asking you for rusty tattoos.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like my tattoos look very different than my
Yeah,
models.
yeah.
You know, like so, and I think it has a lot to do with like how much creative energy I have to expend during the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you have anything left in the tank after a day of tattooing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like easy to come home and like sponge some chipping on, you know, and be like, ah, he got hit with a gun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and you've been taking classes at you've been taking classes at Adepticon. This year wasn't your first year taking like kind of display model classes?
So
right?
I didn't take any classes this year.
Oh.
Yeah, like I just had a kid, and I really wanted this to just be like a vacation. So
Yeah.
like set no alarms, just kind of do whatever I want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But I have taken classes, and I really recommend them, even if you don't want to paint to like a Golden Demon standard. Like
Yeah.
Eric Swinson's volumetric highlighting class was probably the biggest level up of my entire hobby career, and
Yeah.
it was so fundamentally like helpful to me that it made me a better tattooer too. So it like influenced other areas of art for me
Yeah.
in like a really profound way. So like even if you don't want to paint and like compete, I find like they make you better at painting faster, you know, getting better results quicker, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you kit basher much? I mean, you did some great kit bashes for the grinder, but
I like to convert models.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Chop them up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And you're also a gamer though. Like you have your white scars.
I do. Yeah, yeah.
Did you say that you worked at a games workshop?
Yeah, when I was 18, I worked at the Games Workshop
Oh,
in
wow.
Richmond. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the big one, right? Like wasn't Richmond like the place where they would have like
No, that was like the Battle Bunker in Glen Burnie. It was like an hour and a half north.
Oh,
yeah, which was really,
I
really
see.
fucking cool. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, we had like a little store in this like really like
The
upscale
rapid
mall.
response of that made it seem like you were a little salty about that. Yeah, it was about an hour north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that.
It was in DC. It sucked to drive to, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
And how long you been tattooing?
I just started my 4th year.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Well, now the people know that it's your, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was your favorite thing about Adepticon?
Dude, just the community in here has been awesome. Like the last year I went, I played in the Age of Sigmar doubles with my friend, and it was cool because I was hanging out with my friend playing doubles and meeting some amount of people. But this year I met like probably 15,000 times the amount of people, and I like know them now. Like
Yeah.
people are exchanging information, they're like giving tips. Like
Sticker swap.
Mike,
Dude, it's
Mike,
been
I
so
would give you
good.
my kidney.
Yeah,
Thanks,
seriously.
man.
Maybe.
We'll swap
We'll
some
see.
bits. We'll
But
do
it's just
some
been really
bit
cool.
swap.
Like no one back here seems to have an ego at all, which is awesome. Everyone's just like here for the love of the community, the love of the hobby, and it's
That
like a
info
totally
Evan
different
guy does
scene
kind of a little
and
bit.
vibe than anywhere else in the con. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never met Mike before, but we
Yeah.
talked on the internet all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we like, you know, we showed up, we go hang out, and we end up at White Castle at 2 a.m.
Yeah, with someone falling asleep in the drive-through.
Yeah. Yeah. In any other world, like Mike is a complete fucking stranger that I'm
Yeah.
just going out into the middle of
Yeah.
some sketchy, you know, spot with. But it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I've loved just like getting different perspectives from different people because it's like
Absolutely.
obviously you have a very different painting style than Evan.
Yeah.
And so getting a chance to get you guys both in the same room painting at the same time, and then not only that, but seeing models that both of you painted right next to each other that are going in a meat grinder eventually,
Hell
of
yeah.
course.
Very shortly.
But getting a
Very
chance to see
shortly.
all of those models lined up where it's like, this is the crew right here. This is all of their collective styles, and this is all of like the shit that we're able to glean, like all the information we're able to glean from each of them is huge.
Very
You
much
know?
so.
So it's been amazing. Now, I have to say, I see a mob of people outside the door that are like looking to get their minis to go grind them in this fucking meat grinder, and they're like looking anxiously through
They're
the
all-
windows.
I think someone's crying.
Yeah.
Big boy game time was kissing the window and then crying.
Yeah. So before we like wrap up the pod, is there anything else that you want to say? Like, where can they find you? Which we kind of already alluded to, but like, you
Yeah.
know, any closing thoughts, and then from you two, Evan, any like closing thoughts that you guys want to wrap up the pod with?
I don't know. I briefly may have
Talk on the mic.
Sorry, I may have briefly missed things. Can you guys? Who's here? Oh, Mini Wargaming Dave's outside.
Mini Wargaming Dave wants to pop in.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness, dude, it's Gage.
Folks.
Let's get a quick close from Evan.
Yeah.
On this mic, here you go.
Oh
So-
my
so
goodness.
real quick,
we just got
what was your
slam
guys'
jammed.
highlight? Was it? It wasn't White Castle.
No.
It was
definitely
White
not.
Castle was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was close second for me, for sure. But yeah, being able to sit down and paint with Matt was sick. It was just one of those. It's like what we've been talking about for forever: the community, getting together, doing cool shit with your friends. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
100%.
And folks, Mini Wargaming Dave just fucking walked in the room. he looks like he's fucking drunk. Mini Wargaming Dave, what's going on, dude?
It looks like the warp has brought me here.
I'm Phil. Nice to meet you, Dave.
What's up, man?
Steve,
Phil.
Phil.
This is Terry. And
I'm
this
Terry.
Is, and this is
Gage.
Gage. We're Hive Scum podcast.
Evan.
Mike.
That was the best one yet. You said it so normal, but this dude is clad in ink.
Yeah.
Dude, it's great.
What are you doing here? why are you crashing our podcast,
Doing in
dude?
this room. What are you doing here? Come on, get out of here. Dude, this is cool, man. Like, this is literally the first time I am meeting each and every single one of you.
Yeah,
Brand
literally.
new humans to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I appeared out of the warp. Hey, guys!
Yeah.
You literally.
We know you're here promoting your new game and miniatures Ravage Star.
Yes, this is it, man. Look, you introduced that. You're wanting me.
Dude, you got Evan's sticker on your. Is that your?
That's Evan's photo.
Hey, we'll get this man a sticker.
Sticker.
Yeah.
Okay.
You literally busted through the door.
He
The
did
door
Van
just
Damme it.
flew open, and we were like having closing thoughts, and you just roared into the mic.
This is great, man. The community needs this. You guys are
Absolutely.
like super awesome podcasters. It's like I'm going around the community. I'm finding all of these like sub communities, and it's like happening at like lightning speed because it's Adepticon and everyone's here, right?
Yeah. This isn't
Hell
your
yeah.
first time at Adepticon.
No, it's like number
I was
4,
gonna say,
right?
I was saying,
Hell
hope
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's really crazy because we were driving through New York, like past Niagara Falls, and we're like, oh, it'd be so funny if we could stop in.
Go to Welland.
Dude, you stop in at home.
Yeah?
The bunker, dude. The bunker is your home,
You're not
Awesome.
dude.
Yeah,
It is.
get in the
It is.
mic.
We're in New England.
You're so close.
Yeah,
You're
no, I'm
close.
saying that
You
is
got-
close.
Yeah,
We drove here.
yeah. The bunker is our man cave.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
right? Come on, like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Come on, what? That's so ridiculous. What? Do I look like I made that happen? do I look like a human that's capable of something responsible like that?
Just hold it.
My man is
Right around
shaking. My man is currently vibrating in this freaking chair right now.
You remind me of Lieutenant Wolf, and Lieutenant Wolf was professor of acting It was on set of the Rangers. Made it look like his younger brother.
Please.
Dude, you got a good voice for this, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Why is the Ink Man documenting life?
He's drawing. He's doing an illustration.
Yeah, we're all
Are you
doing,
serious?
We're doing little illustrations for Rory's notepad there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. What
You should do one.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
When I was in school, I was an artist.
Really?
Yeah, like that's the thing that I was good at.
Oh, dude, there you go.
I think that's generally
Yeah, you could use the stand.
generally the gang. So can you talk and draw? Can you multitask like that?
Let's see what the warp brings us.
Okay.
All right, so what are you doing at Adepticon?
Well, I am here to be exactly what I want to be, doing exactly what I want to be doing.
So this right now.
This right now in this moment.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
This micro moment where I'm here with you, that's exactly what I want to be doing right now.
That's great.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to join us for the Grinder event upstairs.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing.
That's
Hear about
awesome.
the grinder event?
Yeah, I heard about it. Like, had never heard about it before. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
We lost our minds.
Yeah, we had heard about it. We were down here and we'd heard about it, and we all dropped what we were doing. And we were running. It was like, like when high school kids are all running towards a fight. That's kind of what it was like.
Mike took one of his models from his exceptionally painted White Scars army and threw it
Golden
into
Demon
the ground.
Yeah, Golden Demon level painted model.
symbolic, dude. That's okay. You're a humble dude, man. Seriously, no, that's ego. You're throwing it in there. You're like,
Literally throwing it in the grinder.
right? So it's like, hey, listen, guys, just like you, right? Yeah. There it
Hell
is.
yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't even-
I mean, hey, is there anything you want to talk about?
Did you just say 8-8 like Korn wants it?
Yes, I
think
did.
so.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, it's all about the 8s. They're all over the place. Hey,
You are eights in your eyes.
Dude.
Yeah, you're a maniac, man. I love you.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything you want to talk about, Dave? You don't have to promote your stuff.
right,
We're
you
keep
just
trying
talk.
to give you an in, but yeah, if you want to cook, keep cooking.
dude, I don't.
Yeah, you know,
I don't-
honestly,
I don't feel like I need to promote myself.
No,
I
yeah,
don't-
you know,
I don't want
honestly,
to.
on
I
our
wanna talk-
bit-
I want to talk about you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do have an audience of about 300 at most. So yeah, that is good. Point. That is a good point. This is a much more opportune moment for us than you.
Again, humility, guys. Keep that humbleness down, man. You are doing such a good job. I had no clue you existed, and it's like I watch podcasts, right? It's awesome. It's a bunch of buddies, like being clever with each other, being witty, just being themselves, right?
Yeah.
Being their ugly selves.
We are all
We are
ugly.
mad ugly.
You know, like, dude, we are apes.
Yeah.
Hey, we're ugly. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we embrace that ugliness because we don't care. That's what it is, right? You're allowed to be ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the scumbags.
Yeah, that's it.
You look like a Batman villain.
Yeah. Man. Listen. Listen.
All right, I'm gonna change my
Wait a minute. We need to
Damn,
settle.
you guys get this guy out here to roast everybody.
We need
Jesus.
to settle something because you
Oh,
have
shit.
insider experience here. I've been getting roasted for months that I look
okay.
like Goobertown. Dave, Mini Wargaming Dave, how accurate is that?
Okay.
Into the mic.
Yeah.
How much detail do you want?
As much as you're willing to give.
You need to take your shirt off.
Yeah, should we strip him down?
Dude, this is all you, man. You brought me in here.
No, you busted through that door.
Okay, no. Okay, that's a great question because I wasn't thinking that until you said it.
And now you believe it?
Nope.
Wow.
Thank you. You've gotten me off the hook.
Wow.
No, here's the reason.
Okay.
Just because someone says something to me, it doesn't mean that it affects the way I think about it. Because I approach life from a neutral curiosity.
Okay.
I 100% believe that.
Yeah. Any sort of information that you give me, I'm
Impartial.
data collecting. I am data collecting.
Great.
Okay. So if you're being an asshole to me, it's like, what's going on?
When did you start that though? Like when did that click? Were you always like that?
I was always wanting to be like that, not knowing I wanted to be like that, until I broke free of who I was told I was supposed to be. And now that I am who I want to be, Motherfucker!
All right, guys. On that note, let's go grind up some fucking minis. All right, Hive Scum, Adepticon 2023.
Oh, you intended it.
Yeah!
Oh! We're going. Oh! Show us a four. Show us Oh! Save it! Yes! Retaliation! Yes! Let's go! Go! All right, Dell, you're up. All right, Dave, you're going to have to save yourself here. You see a three. Dave's got it. Oh! Okay. Show us a four. Show us a four. My heart is pounding. Oh! Come on, Dave. Show us a five. Five up. Oh! Grinder! 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 He's working on it. He's working on it. I can probably take the hands. Oh! Bloodletter's out! Bloodletter's out! Dude, J3 rock. Grinder! 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 Woo! Grinder's broke. All right, Seb. Get in here, Seb. I'm fighting. Where are you at? Right here. Okay. Here you go. Show us a three. Show us a three. The war in real life. All right, get out of here. Who's that, Terry? Is that Terry? Who, me? Oh, yeah. Come up, Terry. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh! You suck ass. All right, now it's on. I thought we were friends, but... Oh! Yeah! Okay. Oh! Who's that thing? That's me. Get him. Big Dick Phil, sling it hard. You have to retaliate against who's BDP. All right, three. Oh! Okay. Four up, baby. No! Who's next? Are you dead? You're dead? Are you in here, Berserker? Okay. Berserker. Which one is he? The Flossinator. Oh, okay. Who's going at the lizard man? This thing's gonna have tiny little things, really? He's gonna turn around. Oh, that's fine. Going after Chris Hunter. You got it. Oh, okay. Get him. Fuck him up. Get him. Berserk. Show speed. Oh, no. Earthquake in the road. Oh! 75. Oh! Who you fighting? Lizard's dead. Grinder! 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 You're in. You're in. Who's number 7?
Stop. It's on.
You're 7? You're fucking out. I got 6 and Earthquake in it.
Grinder! 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 Grinder!
It's ground. He's that strong.
That's so much. What we're gonna do is
It's ground. He's that strong.
I think it's just his turn.
Yeah.
You're up.
What's up? He did. It's a $30 model. $30 model? All right, I'm going back to that guy.
Yeah, get him.
Oh yeah,
That's you. Oh!
Retaliation from Girthman.
Yeah, get him there.
Yeah.
I love that old limp boy.
You still in? You still alive?
I started the round.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Everyone gone. Everyone gone.
Trap. Oh, okay.
Everyone gone?
Everyone's gone?
Yeah. Trap. That's so many fucking models. That is so much fucking grinding. This is gonna be us at the end. I know.
Okay, that's the first time we've taken on 5 in 1. So there we go.
Grind them all at once, baby.
It's been an honor. What? Who was it? Okay, throw him back down here. So 4 then. 4. Okay. Now take a picture of mine. Yeah, back us up. There you go. Take a picture of me before we destroy it. It's been great. So, yellow's number 6. Yellow 6? Yellow 6. Hey, let me grab that guy real quick.
No, it's not.
It's just bouncing around. Phil! Hey, go through mine first. All right. I'll take Phil.
I need a pick.
All right. Oh, look at that staff. I like it.
Yeah.
What is going on with these things? What are you doing? Oh, hang on. He's got this on his back. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this, but we're going to try. Another one of these? We're going to try. Oh, yeah. My entire guy is in there.
All right.
Who's in there?
Phil or Steve.
Yeah, whoever
He's coming. That's Steve.
Yeah, whoever got that weird.
Grind. Yeah. Fuck them. Send them to hell.
Yeah. All right.
Send him to hell.
None of it matters.
Grind. Yeah. That is round so many minis.
Your Amazon grinders.
All right, who's next?
Who is the crazy dude?
Phil.
Phil.
BDP's out of it. This guy. Oh, look at these things.
Mudbug.
Grind. Oh.
Yeah,
Shit, I got it over there.
Your guy died?
Get in there. Yeah, no, I love Revolution.
Yeah, who's left?
All right, we got just like fucking Earthquake. Yeah, he's the last one. Money on him in. Earthquake. Pot's $13
You're
down
going in,
right
baby.
now, baby.
That's a pack, baby.
All right, pack and a half.
Yeah! Oh no!
We have the last one. I'm up there. You weird flossing are.
5, I think.
Banana Hands is out. So Banana Hands is out. That's a different Banana Hand. I got smashed by Steve. There we go. Oh, Banana Hands, take a picture of Banana Hands. Yep, time to go.
No.
Oh, jeez, he broke off the waist. There he goes. There he goes.
Grind him!
Initiative. Go ahead and get a 6.
Let's go, Sam. 5.
Oh! 7 down, roll off. 7 down. Oh! He goes down. Dell, you go.
What should I try to kill?
Everything.
Okay. Who's blue man?
I'm blue man. All right. Fuck this kid up. Get his ass
Screw the youth of America.
I don't know why I'm even sitting here. Yeah, I was gonna
There he
stand
goes.
How did you know you're messing with Sal?
Yeah.
Still go backwards.
Oh!
Wounds.
Oh yeah, I gotta do it twice.
What a wound. Fight back. Oh! Next.
All right.
7.
All right, here we go. Striking.
Oh, boo! Give up, Terry! Yeah! Get him, Terry!
Next. Who's next? Sam, go. Sam, get him.
Yeah, I was
Do something. Run.
Yeah.
You want to try charging?
Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. Hope you enjoyed our coverage of the grinder there at the end, just to give you a taste of what it was like in the pits at Adepticon that day. We'll see you next time, but until then, keep it grimdark, keep it grimy. Peace.